Welcome in, everybody. So tonight we're gonna be building some things on the server, on the truly Bedrock server. Real quick, I need to check something. Let's see. I think this is starting right now, actually. So on Twitch, I know this isn't relevant to everybody in the stream, but on Twitch there's a new promotion redemption thingy happening. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, so this thing right here. So apparently, if you watch for 5 minutes, you can get a code to get that little box hat. And then I think you have to subscribe. I can't see it on that scale. Is this a subscribe? Subscribe or gift a sub on Twitch, and then you'll get those wings. And those wings are honestly kind of cool. I don't know. They're neat. Anyway, that's the thing that is apparently happening. I think that goes on until June 30th? I'm not sure. I just like randomly saw that on Twitter earlier and downloaded the thing. So this is just where I was to get the thumbnail, because I'm very much doing things on the fly. But let's hop into the actual server, shall we? Yeah, the wings are cool. I wonder how those, like, interact with the Elytra, or what's up with that? It probably just, like, goes over them, or under them, or around them. I don't know. So many questions. So this is where we left off in the last stream. And of course, we were building up the moss farms. Today, we're going to be building up the new whatchamacallit. Oh, you know what? I don't know what color this farm is actually going to be. I don't think it's blue. That one over there was blue. We did not use the right color glass for this build. Just realizing that. Not sure what color it's going to be, but it's not going to be blue. So we will leave that until we have tracers installed. But yeah, today we're building the Kelp Farm. Kelp. We designed it in the end of the last stream. It's basically going to be identical to... Well, identical to the bamboo and sugarcane farms that we have, really. Not too different, just pretty wet, really. That's basically the main difference. Kelp cult, I think it's too early to form a cult quite yet, but get back to me at the end of the stream. Also, this is a sticky piston. What are we doing? What am I doing in my life? Wasting resources over here. Supposed to be a regular piston. We're gonna need all the regular pistons we can get in this stream, though, along with all of the fences. Otherwise, I think it's gonna be a fairly cheap build. We've already kind of done this build a couple of times. We're just here to like kind of wrap it up at the end of the base. I was also thinking of some extra things that we could build down below. Phoenix, thank you for the biddies. So right now, yeah, this is the bamboo farm. It should be basically lossless, but we don't have 2 layers of fences in there. So it's not quite lossless. I thought I could jump between those. I was wrong! So the bamboo farm is gonna get auto-crafted down into bamboo wood, and then bamboo planks, and then bamboo slabs. It's a 3-level auto-crafter. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. And then all that bamboo wood, we need to distribute that properly to not only this furnace array, but also to this furnace array over here, because they're very important. Very important to get that going. Something is flashing in my OBS, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's just like part of the UI. I've cut it out the corner of my eye like 12 times. I'm just going to cover that up. This is going to be super distracting all stream. For some reason, it's broken. What's new? I think we're also going to install a little furnace array right here, because I need some sort of way to smelt items in the space. I have no actual way to smelt items. It's like kind of important. And then we're also going to make the bamboo farm auto restock that thing with bamboo wood as well. Oh, there's actually like more glitchiness happening in my OBS than I expected. Okay. That happens. It's fine. And then, yeah, we also need like some sort of smelting array for the kelp, of course. Because Kelp Farm's going to produce kelp, and then you got to smelt that down into kelp blocks, and you got auto-crafted that into kelp blocks, and then you got to recycle and refuel the system. It's just like, yeah, is what it is. So it's going to be a little bit complicated. I'm not sure where exactly that's going to be going, but it's going to be going. That's for sure. That's all I know. That's all I know for certain. It's going. So what have you guys been up to today? Have you done anything fun? Do you still need a piston on there if you're using pale moss? Yeah, so the piston is there to get rid of the carpets, the grass, and the bushes. because the moss doesn't spread if it has any of those things on top of it. So, yeah, it's kind of important that you get rid of that. It'd be nice if it did just spread all the time, but it's very picky because, you know, they like to give us little challenges and little things to figure out. And, you know, it keeps it interesting. They don't make it too difficult, but they certainly do sprinkle in some interesting mechanics for us, right? They don't want to make it too easy. Auto-crafting, though. Man, I'm still in shock and awe that they added auto-crafting. So this is where the farm's going to be going. I kind of want it to be exactly like that one. Just like, boom, right here. Can we just, like, pick that one up and put it over here? And then put some water in it? That would be super convenient. Not gonna lie. That would save us, like, an entire stream. Not even kidding you. That one's just glass. We don't even really need that one. That one just has a bunch of glass bottles in it. Oh, yeah. I don't think the bee farm's been running, has it? I think I turned it off. Also, I'm sure I have a ban in action or something to do. You build the tutorials in single-player world to see if they work. Most of them should all work. They should all be good. 50 years from now, it's still going to be an awe. I mean, yeah. It's like crazy, man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have a ban. We got a banner word, everybody! Nobody panic, we have a banner word. Jesper, thank you very much for the biddies as well. Kind of Kelp Farm I'm building. No, it's not zero tick. We'll get to the ban in action in a second, but I'm getting distracted already. We're building a farm that's basically just like this one right here. And then it's just going to have, like, water in there. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay, so thou are all banned for the next 3 minutes. Starting now. Because I realized I already broke ban. Broke ban bad. Go caveman. Caveman don't have word. That is ban. No, I don't think zero tick is duping. Gotta make sure I don't break ban every time I answer a question. Gonna be long 3 minutes. Very, very long 3 minutes. Okay, so we are going to basically go line ourselves up with that build over there. Bone meal the kelp. No! No! You made me say it! Oh, come on, old Rusty. Bruh. Come on. Come on! Shouldn't count if it's from chat. This is illegal! This is illegal! Yeah, but you know what? If someone makes me break the ban in a word, I already said it once. I don't care if I say it anymore. They should get banned. Bruh. It was so outrageous, I just had to say the banned word. Absolutely shocking. I expected so much better from you, Rusty. I guess we'll just restart that timer. I'll give it a second shot. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Especially if you guys in chat trying to sabotage me. Jeez. Yeah, if you guys just make it all caps, I might be able to avoid it. We got like a minute and a half into that last one. Jeez. Maybe I just won't say anything. How about that? How to turn tables. How duh turntables. I said duh turntables. Getting around it. We got some revisionist history happening right here. It's fine. It's allowed now that I say it's allowed. This is the way. Just breaking out the pigeon. That is not enough. Pressure, you guys, I'm saying duh. Well, you try doing this banner word. It's not so easy. That's over. It was 3 minutes in total that I survived. That counts. It's over. It's over. Still taking your points. Yes, exactly, Reclaimer. Listen, I always cheat at the banner words. That's the whole point of the banner words, is so I can cheat. This is the rules of engagement when it comes to banner word. I'll give it my best shot, like twice, and your points get consumed in the process. Because, otherwise, we're going to be here for like 12 hours, my guys. And then you're just going to keep reusing your points on the same banner word over and over and over again. You're getting your entertainment's worth out of these channel points. Let's see. That's still not enough pistons. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's not enough pistons. A is technically a word. Indeed it is! It's also a letter. B is a word. C is a word. G is a word. I is a word. O is a word. Gotta make more pistons. Listen, I'm just a humble Minecrafter trying to make pistons over here. And I'm being terrorized and tormented by strangers on the internet. This is my official story, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, maybe that'll be enough pistons for, like, right now. Use a word. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah, it is. Let's see. I have a ban in action? No, opening chest for a minute. Moss logic, no. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to fight the ban in actions, not join them. I don't even have a cobblestone shulker in here. I just need more cobblestone. Fine, then. I can still open shulkers. It's gonna be a long stream, isn't it? I think it's gonna be a very, very long stream. See, now the real way to go with that one logic is Moss is to ban opening inventories. Inventories is the way to go. I do need a bunch of sea lanterns. I don't think I have any of them any of them there sea lanterns. And then, so piston, this entire farm is basically pistons, redstone, fences, water. I need an infinite water source. Gotta go through this material list in my head. In my head. Sea lanterns, exactly. Okay, our ban in action's over. Get out of here. What else have we got? We got an eating sound. Taking all the points today. My points. Nom 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 nom. Delicious points. Zombie. Yeah, banner actions are 1 minute, banner words are 3. Banner words used to be 5 minutes. Listen, guys. Inflation going crazy. What can I say? It's shrinkflation. Same price, less content. I'm just taking after all the biggest brands in the world. This is what it is. Okay, what do I need from these chests? I came back here for one thing. It was sea lanterns. You know that bug in the brain where you're like, you walk through a door and you forget something? That applies to Minecraft. I don't know what the problem is, but like it happens in Minecraft. There's a psychological effect here at play that I don't understand because I'm too stupid to know what it is. But it exists. It exists. Okay, let's go take a look at this farm real quick. Make sure we're doing everything right. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. We had full lines of sea lanterns and all these layers. Want more value for the money? What can I say? The value of pickle points has decreased. I mean, we have a bunch of essentially billionaires in the chat right now with these hundreds of thousands of channel points. I mean, it really is a microcosm of the greater economy. You know, not 1% of chat has 99% of the channel points. This is what it is. We should revolt against them. You know, if they would just pay their taxes, then everyone would have the proper channel point redemptions. But what can what can I say? No, they've found ways around it. So this is really what it is. Okay, it's actually pretty simple. Let's make sure we're actually lined up though. 835 and 844. 35 and 44. Yep. And then I want to make sure the backside of this is properly 2 blocks. And then we should have 2 blocks on the front of it as well, right? Oh, 3! Oh, see, it's good that we actually double checked that. Because that would have been a problem. This thing would have been a block shorter. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. This one's 3! Hold up! It'll trickle down eventually. That's what they've been saying for a very, very, very long time. When's it gonna start trickling? I don't think that... Oh, wait, no, it's 2 from this, not from the edge of the glass. Okay, no, so it is actually 3. Okay. Did I do that on all of these? Seems like I did. I should probably stop checking, though, because I'm gonna find one that I didn't do that on. This one. This entire thing is like back by a block. No one needs to know about that. We're not gonna tell YouTube about that. Are all these ones 3? We're not telling YouTube about that, guys. It's not happening. The iron farms are actually 1, but the iron farms are different, so don't worry about that. Yeah, you're not YouTube. You're... Oh, wait, no. YouTube is watching the stream. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're not telling the YouTube video. We're not telling the YouTube video viewers. Just anybody on YouTube stream, you have exclusive blackmail knowledge here. I need you to keep this under wraps. This is very important. Don't tell anybody that that's up by a block. They're going to make me rebuild it. I've done enough rebuilding. Done enough rebuilding? Okay. Yeah, so this does actually need to go back. Go and rip that up real quick. Oh yeah, so what blocks do we want to actually place the kelp on? I don't think we can do lamps, can we? Can we do lamps? I think we could do lamps. We could do lamps. No, we can't do lamps. I'm sorry, I lied. I thought we could power this block, but no, it would just power the redstone. Well, I don't know, maybe just use grass. No, the grass is gonna die in some spots. It's gonna look weird. So we'll just use... I don't know, we could just use, like, deep slate or concrete. We could use lime concrete. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. We're thinking ahead with this one. For the first time ever. Mark this day. First time that Silent Whisperer guy ever thought ahead. We're gonna need another stack of these things, though. Oh, netherite block. Alright, go get it. I'll wait. Frog lights would be kind of cool. Yeah, the frog light. Intriguing ideas. I honestly forget that frog lights exist, like 98% of the time. Yeah, there's green, there's pearlescent, and then there's like the pinkish ones, right? I'm not sure the names of all of them. Besides that, like the whitish one is pearlescent. That's all I know. Isn't is there one with like an O? Pearlescent's the pink one? Well, then I don't know anything. I know nothing about frog lights besides that they come out of frogs. This is all I know. This is all I've been taught. I know nothing. Yeah, well, no, frog lights weren't even Nether update. Frog lights were later on. They were wild update, weren't they? Because that's when they added frogs, right? There's verdant. Oh, ochre, yeah, ochre. I don't know how to. No one knows how to say that one. But yeah, that's the weird one that starts with an O. I was like okra, Oprah, oregano, frog light. Yeah. I know it was one of those three. That's all I know. Okra. I thought the Oprah frog light would get you guys more than than okra. The awkward frog light, yeah, that one too. Listen, I knew it was one of those. There's too many blocks in this game. Too many blocks in this block game. What did you add? What quote did you add? Hold up. Oh wait, where's my entire window of tabs? Please hold. What did you do? Well, then I don't know anything. Oh, okay. I was hoping it would be Oprah Froglight. But no. I see how it is. That's gonna get quoted. You do what the redemptions tell me? Fair enough. But what if you want to tell the redemptions what to do? Will no one think of the moderators? The poor, poor moderators. Speaking of poor, I spent too much money on Legos again. Is anyone surprised? I don't think so. I have a problem, and I'm too afraid to admit it. I might be held at gunpoint by Lego Group International LLC TM. In my defense, I got a very good deal. Very good deals. It's only a problem if you say it's a problem. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm bullying myself into not fixing this problem. But yeah, I got legitimately a good deal. 2 good deals actually. So I found a UCS set, Ultimate Collector Series, if you don't know what that is. And I got it for like 200 less than MSRP, which already I know sounds ridiculous. It's not a problem. It was on sale. Guys, it was on sale. eBay is a good place. It's a very bad place for me. I shouldn't be on there. Somebody please take away my account. But that'll be here soon. But hey, for the money that I saved, I was able to get another one. So I got 2 for the price of 1. It's crazy. I have another problem, and that is that I don't have enough shelf space. Listen, these are all problems that we will solve in due time. It's a business expense, guys. Don't worry. It's not saving if you spend it. I reject your logic and replace it with my own. Well, okay, so the second one I actually got a very good deal on, because it's like a UCS Lego set from like 2001 that goes for like $1,500 normally, which I didn't even realize when I found the listing. I was like, oh, okay, this could be kind of cool. This isn't too expensive. And then I look it up on BrickLink. I'm like, what? So I got that for an extremely low price. So, yeah, literally 2 for the price of 1, but like not even. Is it day? It feels like it's nighttime right now. Is that because of flux? Is my screen just more? It's, yeah, flux is on. Okay, this is clearly daytime. But yeah. So that'll be fun. Okay, so now I do have more of a problem on top of this, and that is that I have plans for 2 more Lego sets. This is horrible. BrickLink is great. It's the GOAT. I also just realized today that on BrickLink, you can like look up any Lego set you want. It has a full part inventory for all of them. And then there's a convenient little button that I just like somehow never noticed before, called Part Out. And you can just like add every single part from that set to a wanted list. And then you can go buy those parts from individual sellers on BrickLink. And you can also export that parts list as an XML file. Use the Brick Hunter plugin, which is just like a Chrome extension. And then you can like use that plugin to split up the parts list. So it'll automatically find you the cheapest prices for those bricks on the Lego official Lego website using the Pick-a-Brick. So you can like get the bricks new, and of course, like if you're buying a bunch, you get free shipping, because the shipping is really where they get you on BrickLink. The shipping is ridiculous. You're like, oh man, this part costs like 5 cents, and then it's $5 in shipping. You're like, oh okay, well I guess I'll die. So that's how they get you there. Because no one just sends things in a regular like paper envelope. They gotta like have the tracking label and like do all that stuff, which is really silly. It's like, this weighs 1/10 of a gram. You could just like, it doesn't need any packaging. Why are you sending this in a padded envelope? For minifigures it makes sense, but like individual, like if you're buying like 4 bricks, it's like just put it in an envelope, my guy. Put a stamp on it. Boom. No one will ever know. It's not a felony, probably. Is this the right layer? I built this at the right height, right? Anyway, so that rant aside, yeah, so that'll help you get stuff cheaper. I think that might be a better way of actually getting some Lego sets, is pick a brick that way. I'm not sure if it really works out on the larger ones. Am I addicted to Legos? Yeah, a little bit. Sounds like PC part picker. Kind of is, yeah. So it's basically that, but BrickLink has like, you know, billions of different sellers. It tries to find you the best prices. There's a bunch of big stores on there that have like hundreds of like, you know, thousands of different bricks for selection. So you can get some decent deals, but some things are also just really expensive for no reason. Go break Pinklandia. No! We just got it working, probably. Someone said plug in. Yeah, Casper's having war flashbacks over here. I never once made you stay up all night, Casper. I've never wanted you to stay up all night. I was not aware of this until you told me. And I probably should have scolded you more for it. Like, why did you do that? No, stop. Get some help. My guy. What do you... No, please. You don't have to do that. Where do you find info of the Minecraft drops? I just found it on... I think it was the Twitter account. Or it was the Minecraft Twitter account. It's one of those two. Let me go find out. It's literally, yeah, it's just a Minecraft Twitter. That's all they said. So Oh, May 31st. Oh, it hasn't started yet. I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, so the drops haven't started yet. But they start at May 31st, 11 a.m. Pacific. And then June 30th. They end on June 30th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. And these are the drops that I'm talking about, by the way. So if you watch for 5 minutes on Twitch, using an account, you have to have an account. It'll send you a little code in your notifications. Boom, you get that like a box hat question mark. And then if you gift a sub or subscribe yourself, then you get those cool wings. I think the wings are pretty neat. That's the only reason why I'm interested in this at all, or telling you guys about it, because like otherwise, like, oh wow, box hat, cool, wow, that's so crazy, guys. That's insane. So one of the last farms that we need to build in the base is Kelp Farms, which is going to be going right here. It's actually basically the exact same design as the bamboo and sugarcane farms. It's like going to be basically identical. And all we're going to do to change this up is put some water in there. And that's pretty much it. Of course, we're not having grass in there because I think the grass will die underneath some of the water. But yeah, pretty much exactly the same design. I don't know how many layers we're going to build for the kelp farm because this is a lot of layers of bamboo. Wings are great, but you ain't paying. Yeah. Totally fair. Totally fair. But yeah, back to the Legos. We're looping it back around to Legos over here. I have a plan to, like, basically finalize my collection. Because I realize that there's some cool things that they do with some of these larger sets. And I'm gonna make a video on that once I have them all. But I probably won't have them all for at least another year. I don't want to spend too much money on these things. Jeez. Gotta pace myself a little bit. There's 2 more that I want. I gotta figure out some shelving. And then it will be glorious. Now you can wear a box on your head in real life and Minecraft. Hey, boxes are kind of cozy, you know? It's like it's just a poor man's space helmet. What can I say? It's kind of fun. Let's see. Lots of fences. Lots and lots of fences. Lego building stream. Yeah, that requires like a camera setup. I don't have any of that. Ain't got nothing like that for you guys. Also, the possibility of doxing is extremely real. I can't jump up there, can I? What if I do that? No? No? Okay. Well, guess I'll just do that then. I put redstone on all those lower layers, right? Sure hope I did, because I ain't checking. For legal reasons, we do need to remind people that space is deadly and you shouldn't use a box to survive it. Yeah, I don't think many people here are going to have that issue. But, you know, always good to stay up to date on your scientific facts. This is true. You will not survive in space inside of a cardboard box. Unless you are inside of a larger metal sealed box with an atmosphere. In which case, yes, you could be inside of the box. But the box would be purely for personal space reasons. And to have your own, like, little hangout and clubhouse. The larger metal sealed box with an atmosphere is the one that would actually be doing good things for your health. Just want to throw that one out there for you guys. Yeah, science. Well, if it's a magical cardboard box, well then, by all means, go for it. You're the one with the magic cardboard box. I mean, hey, I can't stop you. What do I know at that point? Let's see. We can get rid of those. And came down here for something. Forget what it was. Oh yeah, maybe it was the one thing that we're actually planting. If you really think about it, isn't Earth just a magical cardboard box? Sure. What? Sure. There. I'm saying that as I'm patting your head. It's not a square. Just let him have this one. Just let him have this one, okay? Don't think about it too hard. Listen, sometimes you just gotta roll with it, okay? Okay, let's see. So, how are we gonna get the water in here? That's a great question. Great question. Fantastic questions. For fantastically handsome people. Let's see. Let's put that there for now, I guess. I'm gonna be flooding this entire thing real quick, so, you know. Small details. We do need to figure out how we're gonna do the torch tower. I think it's gonna have to go on the outside. It's not gonna be perfectly symmetrical. Like how that one is. So this one has 4 torch towers, which is, you know, unnecessary. You don't need these 2 in the middle. You just have 1. Is that the best fuel? Kelp is pretty okay. I prefer bamboo slabs. On Bedrock, they burn for twice the time that they should, but otherwise you'd be using bamboo planks. Oh, you know what? No, we could have symmetry, actually. Just thinking about this. Let me see. Give me some of these dudes. Maybe a crafting table or 2? Yeah, so we need to have a stair at some point on the back side of this. And it does only need to be on one side, actually. So if we have a stair right here, or, yeah, no, it would be like this. So if we have a stair right there, then it will reflow this layer with water sources, which is what we need. I was thinking we would have to have one of these on both sides, but no, we can just have them on the back over here. And then we'll put in some glass on the other sides of that. And then I think we can have symmetrical towers. Ooh, no, you see we have a torch right here. That would get flooded out. So I think our towers might have to go and be different. Do I have some torches on me? Hold up. Let me cook. I gotta figure out a new solution here. Those ones aren't made for water. They don't like being wet. They're hydrophobic. Not hydrophilic. Boom, fancy science words. Right then, so... No, there's no way to do it with just like a standard torch tower like this. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work. Because one of the pistons would always be extended. Unless you move it out, but then it's not going to be symmetrical, and then same problem. Same problem, different day. Okay, well, we can bump it out so that instead of going sideways like this, it goes like this. So just rotate it 90 degrees. True meaning of Skybox. That's a good one, actually. Community leaderboard is broken. Won't go past 75 experience. What is that for? Is that something of ours? Is that mine? Something that I have broken? Probably. I don't think we have one of those, though. Oh, the Twitch leaderboard? Maybe? I don't know. Oh no, you're banning a bird. Oh. Bruh. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Okay, I can't say the word this for the next 3 minutes, you guys. Maybe that won't be so hard. Probably wrong about that. Right, we need a concrete under that, or a glass under that. Could be saying a lot of that's. Till I forget. Inevitably. In the next 12 seconds. Okay. That should be how we need to do the stairs and glass. Get out of here. You're banned. My own mods working against me. I came over here for that stair. It's in the job description. That it is. I can tell you what the next ban a word is gonna be. That's for sure. Oh. Hey, look at that. That's such a flexible word. We did forget to add in those. Okay. We're good. Have I survived thus far? I don't know. About that? I'm not falling for it. Not falling for it, beast. I'm waiting out the clock. We did it! We survived the banner word. This time. Let's see. How does one do malicious compliance? Exactly what I just did would be considered malicious compliance. We'd love to see it. I have just like a random piece of bamboo. Okay. So now we need to actually fill up this thing with water. That's the complicated part. Staying silent against the rules. I mean, yeah, it's kind of boring for the stream, isn't it? That's why we don't do that. How do you steal? How do I steal all my money on S&P? You want to steal your own money? How do I steal all my money? Yeah, you want to steal your own money. I mean, I don't know. Throw it in a hole, I guess? Give it away? Is giving away your own money count as stealing it? Philosophers have begged this question for eons. Decades, even. Maybe 2 water buckets would be better. I don't know. Oh, your friend's money. Oh. Well, in that case, I mean, just go up and take them. You know, just bring yourself a bat or a sharp pointy stick or, you know, a sword. You know, whatever's your way of doing it. There's lots of ways to commit theft. Do it right in front of their faces. Be sneaky about it. You can sell them something that's way overpriced. All kinds of things. Okay. So this is the basic layout of the farm, of course. Now, we do need to fill in this entire thing with water because the kelp gotta have themselves some water. Now, we also need water sources above them. I previously thought that they would grow up into flowing water, but they only do that if you bone meal them, actually, which is kind of silly. So, we need to have all of these pistons be waterlogged and the stair on the very end be waterlogged. That way, the water sources actually reflow in here once the pistons get you know, harvested and stuff like that. Oh, we also need blocks behind all these pistons, which I almost completely did not realize until I just looked at it. So that was almost a flooding waiting to happen. Oh yeah, all these carpets would have been gone, dead, decimated, destroyed. Yeah, so we put a water source in there, and boom, now we have a water source. And then we can just kind of place these ones up, actually, and we'll make ourselves an infinite water source going all the way along. Now, it looks kind of slanty on the edges, of course, because that's just how water physics works with, like, the blocks and the corners and the rendering of them. But if we power this, as you can see, that's going to destroy all the water sources there. It seems like maybe it shouldn't do that, but, you know, whatever. And then we take it back, and then they all come back across because of that one stair on the end. So, fairly basic. It's just going to take a little bit more build time to get it thrown together. Yeah, the sea lanterns are just for aesthetics. We can't get lamps in here, and I'm pretty sure that's a crime against humanity in this chat, so second best option is sea lanterns. Hey, remember all that glass that we bought? Yeah, look at that. It's actually going to be coming in handy. Boom! It's almost like I planned ahead. I didn't, but it's almost like I did. Almost. Lamps are terrible. How? Okay, you're gonna get banned from the chat. I don't make the rules, but you know what? That's pretty sure that's one of them. Hey, look at that! It already grew up. We just doubled our kelp farm right there. With that one plant growing, we doubled our yield. Sand dipping allowed? Not on this server, but I mean, if you want to do it, you can, right? I can't stop you. I won't stop you. I love infinite water sources. Infinite water sources are the best. So they should all be water sources by now. Assuming all those pistons are powered. Or not powered, but oh yeah, there it goes. That's weird that it only flows out once you put the kelp in there. But yeah, they're all waterlogged. You can tell by the glass. Kind of interesting. When will they make sand renewable? I know! For real, man. They need to do it. Such a major feature. Glass, concrete, sand castles. All these things. Very important. That last one especially. And we just can't do it without renewable sand. Why am I jumping? I'm not pressing spacebar. Got the water hops over here. Oh, no! Yeah, so I might have forgotten to put in some of that glass. Dang it! I just talked about this, and how it would be a horrible, devastating travesty to do it. And then I instantly do it. Come on! Manifesting my own destiny over here. Pretty sure that's not what that means, but you know what? I think I have to go annex something for that to make sense. Anyway. Jeez. I think this is the second time we've ever had it happen. So we were building the flower farm once and it happened. Of course, you know, it goes down a ledge, so it just spreads out massively. And then this one just, like, really spread out. Because that's how it do. Water declared manifest destiny. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. I promise to bring an end to the tyranny of the water. For all mankind. By the way, great show if you haven't seen it. I just found it last week, and I'm already on season 2. It's great. Highly recommend. It's about alternate history where the Apollo missions were not the first ones to the moon. The Soviets beat the US to the moon. And pretty fun, actually. Very interesting. It's like actually set in that time period. And oh right, there's a cup right there. And it kind of follows the evolution of what that would look like. It's called For All Mankind. Apparently there's a movie with that same name as well. I haven't seen it, but the show's pretty good. It's got a really good hook in the first like opening of the episode, first episode. And then it follows like the same crew of people through the seasons, it seems, and then there's like a big time skip between seasons as well. So cool stuff. It's fun. I like it. It's pretty lore and scientifically accurate. So that's cool. If you're a science nerd like me. You know what? Maybe we just go ahead and get this next layer done while we're here. Seems pretty convenient to just do that real quick. This is going to be a very lime-flavored farm. Gets pretty drama, it seems. Yeah, so there's a big focus on, like, the characters, of course. And then there's also some really good, like, just solid space scenes as well. There's some good space stuff in there. I've been having a good time with it. Some great visuals and stuff. So, like, they get, like, a whole moon base going, and they look at, like, what that would actually be like to live in. And, you know, how that would actually operate and how it would go along. It's fun. Why don't we have a moon base yet? Why don't we have a moon base? Come on, people. We should have been going to the moon a while ago. Jeez. Long overdue. I want to go to the moon base. Be funny if this farm had more lime color than the lime farm. Yeah, so the pickle farm is going right next door, and it's... This was supposed to be built out of green. Mars base would be cool, too. This was supposed to be built out of green. Supposed to be built out of green! Because lime, green, lime. That's supposed to be built out of green as well, to be fair. To be completely real. This is supposed to be built out of green. Bruh. There's a base there, just not for humans. Yeah, so Mars is the only planet fully inhabited by robots, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, fun face fact. No, fun space fact. Fun face fact? No. But yeah, I mean, hey, why don't we have, yeah, that we know of, yeah. In our solar system, that we know of. Build it twice. Gotta continue the trend. Got to. How did I not catch that? This should definitely be green. Oh no, that means we gotta rip out the concrete. Just do it now. The early 1900s Germans? Question mark? Was that on the History Channel? I'm feeling like that's some History Channel stuff right there. I feel like that's the only place that would say something like that. Aliens! Aliens, like, statistically do exist. It is a scientific statistical fact that, like, they gotta exist somewhere. The universe is too big. There's too many planets. There's like 1 trillion planets just in our own galaxy, not in our solar system. That would be too many. But like, a lot of them are probably rocky, probably have liquid water. We haven't really found it yet, but like, I mean, if you just look at the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, like a couple of those have liquid oceans even. Even Pluto was a candidate for life if you get into the details. Like, it's just, it is out there somewhere. Now, intelligent life, that's a different story, right? But if you look at how early life on Earth formed, you know, it was only like a 100 million, couple 100 million years after the planet formed. And it's survived all these huge mass extinctions and stuff, you know, asteroids and all that. Then, like, it's really just very likely that there is some sort of other alien life out there. Will we ever find it? Eventually. Will it find us? Unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. Yeah. Yeah, so like, we could be separated by huge amounts of space, which seems very likely, because like, if we had intelligent alien neighbors, like in Alpha Centauri or something, like, we would probably know by now. They're only 4 light years away. That's really not that far. Like, we would know if there was intelligent life there, beaming out radio waves or whatever. We would know that. Unless they're so far advanced that they got a cloaking system and the aliens are just hiding from us. No. But yeah, maybe they're just not using something that we would recognize. And then, that is also a possibility, but like, there's a few good candidate planets there. I think there's what, 2 or 3 in our closest star? So that's pretty neat. Maybe we'll visit there someday. There is plans to send tiny, like, microsatellites to that star system, because we could actually accelerate them using solar sails and laser beams. And, like, accelerate a bunch of them. We could send out, like, you know, 100 or 1,000 of these tiny little, like, less than a centimeter by a centimeter, like, little squares. Accelerate them to a pretty good percentage the speed of light, just using a laser. And then they could, like, send back some pictures of that solar system. That would be pretty cool. It's probably not much there, but hey, that'll happen sometime this century, probably. Yeah, you could use solar wind as well. We have the technology. It's actually already like demonstrated technology. Like it's been existing for a while. Just really getting like a whole fleet of those little tiny microsats, and then a big old laser. It's fun to say. We should send them a Rick Ashley DVD. Man, you know, the Voyager probes have that golden like record on there, and I promise you, if Rick Ashley had that song out before the Voyager probes, 100% it would be on there. I'm pretty sure like Never Gonna Give You Up came out after the Voyager probes left though. So sad. Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity. Oh yeah, so they're actually using like advanced origami. Like NASA and guys have hired actual like origami masters to help them make these huge solar sails. Because yeah, they do unfold, and they got to use like actual origami and stuff to get these solar sails folded up into such a small area. Because the solar sails are huge, you know. They can be absolutely massive. So they don't normally fit inside of a thing. So you roll them up, or you fold them up, and then, yeah, they go do their little solar sail thingy. Basically, it's just a big ol' sheet of, like, what looks like, you know, foil, and it just catches the solar wind. Basically, radiation and light and stuff coming from the sun. That's gonna flood out everything. I kind of knew that should have, yeah. Yeah. That's fine. See, you mine a block down, and then it's not that big of a deal. We're an experiment run by mice in a giant computer, not allowed to interact with other species. I mean, maybe. Prove it. Oh, geez, there's just a big old hole right there. That's fine. Yes, we're just going to put down a couple other holes around here, because I know that these are going to flood a lot more water out. And the best way to avoid that is some holes in the ground. Something like that. That wasn't so bad, actually. And then we can just mine out all these, because these are just optional pillar blocks that I was using. Make a tutorial for the bee farm? Yeah, I will. I am cooking up some extra ideas on that. Because I want to make it vertical instead of horizontal. That way you get better bee distribution. That didn't have water in it. Green looks better than lime? I don't know. It's not as, it's not as saturated. Yeah, there it goes! See, there's my little hole right there. Coming in clutch. I do like the brighter colors, but it's going to be good once we have more builds in this area. Once we actually go ahead and decorate all these things. Alright, all this needs to have glass in it. Right, so we'll switch over all these guys, and then we will go ahead and wrap up this build, put the rest of the kelp in there and stuff like that. I guess we should just tear out the concrete right now. May as well, and then it'll be fine, right? We'll just replant the kelp. No big deal. Not even an inconvenience. A slight inconvenience. And then at least we'll have all the lime that we need for the next farm. Which I was kind of hoping to maybe get to this stream, but we'll see about that. Want to join the Kelp cult? Build one new farm and everybody's getting in a cult already. Okay, let's see. This seems to be working out pretty well. We haven't really spilled that much water. Oh, besides that one. That broke 2. That wasn't my fault. That broke 2. I don't know how that really broke 2. Not sure what was up with that one. Overzealous mining. That's what it was. Pickaxe is just too good. Guess we'll just, like, put a hole over here. Beetroot cult win. I will ban you guys if you make a beetroot cult. What can I say? Someone's got to teach you the dangers of beetroot. Let's see. Kelp was neglected last stream. YouTube decided that we should build the moss farms first. That's all it was. It wasn't favoritism or nepotism or any other kind of tism or ism. It was just YouTube chat deciding. Let's see. Oh, we gotta get those ones. Okay, now we're actually back to where we should be, basically. We're just gonna rip out a little bit of this lime in here, replace that with the green, and you'll be good. Potato cult. Now that's something that I absolutely, you put an O and E on the end of that, so it's potato, like your big toe. That's something I do absolutely support though. Potatoes are indeed the best. We had a potato cult for, well, we had a furnace cult that had a sub-cult inside of it that was mostly based on potatoes. That was truly Bedrock Season 4, wasn't it? Good times. Good cult right there. We had an emote for that and everything. Okay. Basically back to where we should be. I think if we tear out that concrete, the water should just flow straight down. We won't have any issues with it, so. Right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, barely an inconvenience. Okay, great. Yeah, so kind of a setback that we, like, built that out of the wrong concrete to begin with. But it's just another thing for you guys to make fun of me for, so. Hey. Take the wins where you can get it, right? Yeah, the furnace cult was good. So I think we put in a lot of water on these ones without actually planting in the kelp. And I'm curious, like, I don't think we need to have water sources in the bottom. I think what we can do is just that, and then we can steal a water source from right here. And then I think if we just, like, plant these in... Yeah, see, we can grab water sources from the ceiling. As long as we have the kelp in place, then it spreads the water, I believe. Just gotta remember what piston we have it in. It seems like it's more complicated than it should be, so maybe we'll just do it the regular way, because it's a bit harder to keep track of, like, what piston we actually have the water in. But I think all of these have water in them. But yeah, I think just doing it the way that I was doing it before is probably the easiest. Furnace Cult did have its own emote. One of the best cults. Watch the Great Idaho Potato Drop. Is that a real thing? I wouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. Idaho only has potatoes. I've been to Idaho. It's a fact. All they have was potatoes. It's like their thing. There's not even people in Idaho. There's just potatoes. They're like self-farming potatoes. I swear, there's like maybe 12 people in the entire state. Hard-pressed to find anybody. You drive through there and it's just like potatoes. It's potatoes driving the semis, potatoes driving the cars, potatoes farming other potatoes. Potatoes making potato chips. It's crazy. It's potato Armageddon over there. They should honestly put the potato on their flag. Like, their state flag. Whatever their state flag is, it's horrible if it doesn't have a potato on it. I don't care what kind of historical relevance or meaning it has. Let me look it up. I bet you it's just some, like, blue flag. Idaho flag with, like, some seal in the middle of it. Yeah, it's a blue flag with a seal in the middle of it. It's got words on it. State of Idaho. It says it twice. The state of... This is an F tier flag right here. CPG Gray would not approve. Put a potato on it. Put a baked potato on it. A little bit of butter. Right there. Boom. Top 10 flags. Top 10 flags to ever flag. I don't know how we got on this topic, but I'm loving it. It's great. Any notes? Any suggestions? Some cheese on it? Yeah. Now I'm just hungry. I think this conversation's just moving to dinner. What are we making? We're making a kelp farm. We like kelp. We like potatoes more. This base isn't gonna have a potato farm, guys. So sad. Tier list of... Oh, man. Do you want a tier list of flags? Boy, howdy, do I have a channel for you. Go look up CPG Gray on the YouTube. Watch every single video he's ever made, then get back to me. It'll only take you a day. I know, because I did it. You'll love every single one of them. Fantastic. Mwah, chef's kiss. It's mandatory viewing. Hexagons are the bestagons. Death to pennies. Flag tier lists. Airplane. Airline, landing strip numbers, your personal spaceship, all these great classics of videos, and more. Supreme Court shenanigans, all the best things. All the best things. Available for free. Even his like 12-year-old videos are still absolute classics. We have 2 more layers to put it? I thought we were done. You really cannot go wrong with a CPG Gray. For the win, absolutely. One of the best channels. If that man could just post more videos, all the world's problems would go away. Or they would at least have, like, wonderful stick figure animations explaining, all the world's issues. I think that's pretty good. Is this zero tick? No, it's just a regular old-fashioned kelp farm. Back in my day, we didn't even have zero tick. Actually, we did. It's mandatory to grow potatoes if you have a garden in Idaho. I bet you that's in the state law somewhere. They can seize your farm if you're not farming potatoes. That's really what it is. Either you're farming potatoes or you're not farming at all. Can I build a farm? I'm in the process of doing it right now. I don't have enough kelp to build up this farm, though. Oh, never mind, I do. Okay. I don't know how that broke that kelp there, but seems like we're in the goodness. We're in the goodness now. Let's go ahead and pillar up here. We're gonna check that we didn't destroy all the carpets. We shouldn't have, even if there was a little bit of water flowing. And then, I mean, get out of here, guys. Banned. Liara, welcome in. We're currently looking at the inventory. Amazing content right here. Oh wow, we didn't lose any items from that? I thought some of them would like go up because we don't have a roof on this. Wow, look at that. Okay, I was gonna put some extra glass above them, but guess we're kind of good there. Also, I think no, we didn't rip out all the lime. I'm stupid. I was about to say we ripped out all the lime, guys, but no. Would have been a lie. Disgusting lie. Gotta go replant that kelp up there. At least that's pretty easy. You didn't ban another word, did you? No, okay, we did that ban word. Oh, you banned an action. And another, oh my god. You guys. I thought we reached our quota for the night. Hold up. What do we have? We have no placing blocks for a minute. And then I can't say the word I for the next 3 minutes. We don't usually say the word I any way. You know what? Shut up. Restarting the timer. That doesn't count. Instant fail. Literally 3 seconds. There's more lime back there. I did that for No! Bro. I need to put some rules on. Dang it, bro. You know what? You're bad. I'm refunding your points. Get out of my chat, Casper. We're not doing that one. It's not gonna happen. I thought there was only 2 of those per stream anyway. Jeez. Oh, I was breaking the... You know what? You got me so distracted over here that I was breaking the place and block ban action anyway. I thought we only did 2 of those banner words per stream. What is this? Get out of here. You guys are horrible people. There shall be no more bans! I'm still breaking the... You guys banning all the useful things that I need to do. I need to place blocks. Evil people stacking up on me over here. At least let me get my kelp, man. I'm just a poor little kelp farmer out here. No, there's supposed to be a limit. It's supposed to automatically, like, be a limit. I thought it was 2 per stream. Most of these things have limits. I should have limits. Jeez. 2 per person? No! What am I gonna do? No, there was already 2 others this stream. There was this, and then there was another one. There's a cooldown? Oh. I'm never gonna survive this. For months and months, nobody did banner words. And then all of a sudden, you guys were like, oh, this is great. Good. At least you're having fun tormenting me. Okay, so our ban of placement is over. And we can go ahead and place the placements now. I guess we do need glass there. Or concrete or something, because you're going to be able to see down there. We'll do that for now. And then we can put all these back. There's my other carpet, thank you. Oh, here's another carpet over here. Somehow broke that guy. And then this dude. And this one as well. Oh, put the gravel back in there. I don't want that in my inventory. Okay, is there any more lime on this thing? I'm pretty sure I cleaned it all off. Oh, no, there's a little bit right there. Watch, that's gonna, like, flood all this, isn't it? Okay. We should pretty much be good now for the top 3 layers, as far as I'm concerned. Jeez. We barely survived that. Barely got out of there my sanity. And then one over there. And that should give us a good amount of kelp, actually. Yeah, so we're going to add a few more layers of this going downwards. I don't know how many layers we really want, but we will get a couple of them in there. How much do we have? Like 3 stacks now? That's not so bad. We got 2 stacks of pistons. Okay, we can add, how wide is this? Is it 40 per layer? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So 4 of these, 40 per layer. So we can do like 3 layers without having to go craft more stuff. So maybe that's what we start with and then get back to it. Question mark. And then once we get further down, I think we can skip out on using concrete for the, you know, block underneath them. Can you like see all the way down in there? You can. Okay, well I guess we'll have to use concrete. Also, man, this farm is kind of lossy, isn't it? I think we need to go back through, add in those second layers of fences. Seems kind of important. I'm currently working on planning out the next base, Himzara. Because, yeah, truly Bedrock Season 7 will be at some point in the future. So I'm thinking about what the next base is going to entail. That'll be fun. I think it's going to be a lot more compact than this one. I do have a slime farm, a couple slime farms on the channel. There's one of them that's broken, that uses armor stands. Don't do that one. It says broken in the title. There's another one, though, that uses armadillos, and that one's crazy. Got a stack of iron blocks in the inventory. Okay, so I don't know how we're going to do the torch tower. But we will figure that out when the time comes. Maybe we should figure that out now. So that, okay, so, yeah, see, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. This guy right here. That right there is the problem. So we would take a torch off of that one and then do something like this, maybe? Is that gonna work? That would actually work. Okay. That would be fine. So it's gonna be a little bit scuffed, but I guess we can just leave it in there for now. But only for like every other layer would you have to do that? So for this one right here, I think you would just have a piece of redstone right there. No, you wouldn't. That's stupid. What am I thinking? For this one, you could just do that. Is that right? Yeah, see, these ones are two blocks apart is why. That's why there's going to be some issues. Yeah. Okay. Well, a bit silly, but is what it is. At least we don't need all these buttons on here anymore. We should probably figure out the middle torch towers, too. Just kind of get those out of the way. Need a lot more torches for this, though, aren't we? Do I have any of that? Bamboo wood? Here we go. Death Star for the next base. It's quite a big build. A bunch of people have done that, though. They look pretty impressive. Usually you gotta build that stuff in the end, though. Because it just looks better, you know? It's not really an overworld type build. I've never actually based in the end before. Maybe one of these days. I think you need a pretty good base concept to really make that work, though. Okay. Any other buttons? Here's one. So that's the outside edges figured out, and now we got to do the inside edges. And that's where it gets a little bit complicated. Maybe we could run... I don't know how you do that, actually. 400 by 400. No, so this one is... You know, I'm not actually sure how big the space is. What are we at? 896? Of course, I had to choose going at it the wrong way. Hold up. 896 minus 719. 177 blocks. I think it's off by a block. Yeah, somewhere it's off by a block. Because that should be an even number. Anyway, we're not going to think about that. You guys want to make it worse for ourselves? Let's measure this side. 805, no wait. 591. $591. Wait, what are we at? 768. $177. Okay, it's 177 on both sides, at least. But yeah, it has a 2x2 center, so somewhere it's off by a block. I don't know. It's off by a block in both directions, though, so, like, I don't know. It's not straight subtraction. I mean, it should be, right? I don't know. Maybe I did my numbers wrong, but I think that's right. Sir, you know you're not welcome here. Add 1 to those numbers for the dimensions. I don't think that's how that works, right? Yeah, that's right. Keep on moving. Yeah, just pretend we didn't mention it. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We already found out that the compost tower is off by a block today. So, you know, is what it is. Right, so how do we want to do the torch tower for the middle? It can't be on this side or this side. It can't have a torch in either of these blocks. It's gonna have to be a weird torch tower. Weird torch tower. Oh no. Okay, it's not gonna be a torch tower at all, is it? Yeah. Well, what do we do? Maybe observers would work. Yeah, observers is what we would have to do. Observers is the way. Okay. Because those won't power the pistons next to them. Also, we're going to need more observers. Let's go craft some of those real quick, I guess. At least they're not that expensive. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Observers aren't expensive. I'm gonna need you to leave this area, sir. This is a classified area. Top secret. Authorized personnel only. And you, sir, are not authorized. Casper, thank you for 62 months of resubscribing and chaos. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, geez. That's a lot of years. I don't know how many years that is because I can't do numbers, but it's a number of years. That's right. It is indeed a number of years. Bro, what did I just say? Get on out of here, fam. What you doing? Oh no, this is gonna be like that. Oh. No, I refuse. No torches for you. Of course, you have to place the wrong way. Why you gotta place the wrong way? Okay. This is how we do. And then we could do that on both sides, even. If we wanted to keep it symmetrical. Because we like symmetricalness around here. Why you got to place like that? Observers are kind of the worst when it comes to placement. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so we'll keep it like, you know, symmetrical on this side, but then once we get down to the lower layers, we'll just use a single observer. 5 years? It's only been 5 years? It feels like 90. No. Jeez, that's a long time though, man. Can you believe it's almost 2026? Guys, we're like halfway through this year already. When did that happen? When did it become almost June? And don't say in 3 days, because... Is that right? 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. Don't say in 3 days. I'm asking for an existential crisis answer, not a smarty pants answer. 3 months. Well, there you go. You know you're getting old. I guess I've been getting old for a long time, because it feels like every year since, like, the pandemic, it's just been going fast, man. Faster and faster and faster. I thought it was supposed to get slower and slower and slower. Like my brain. I thought the dumber I get, the slower time goes. Okay, are we done here? I think we're done here. Just you get slower. Oh. No! Older you get, the faster a year goes. Dang it! That means I gotta, man, means I gotta file taxes more often. Dang it! That's really what it means. I guess we could do the same thing on these sides. That's kind of a lot of observers, though. I guess it feels like it's been 5 months, but it also feels like it's been like 2 months. So I don't know. Time's a silly thing. We still have a lot of beehives in there. I don't know what we're gonna do with those. How those are going. Right, well, we won't need most of this glass anymore. I think we'll need... No, we shouldn't need any. Yeah. Lego taxes? Don't even get me started. Tariffs, I think, would apply. To those? Maybe? I don't know. Who knows anymore? So we're gonna need this infinite water source down there, and then we're going to start building up some lower layers. So that is the top 3 layers of this farm done. It really is just like the same little row of pistons, and then a redstone line above it, and then you just stack that up, and then we stack it up in the middle. We had to do some silly solutions for the redstone right here to keep things nice and symmetrical. The torch towers on the edges are not ideal in any world. However, we need all this glass in place to actually keep the water in place. So it's, you know, it's okay. We're fine with it. So yeah, if we like press a button on here, then that's going to go ahead and activate all of those layers twice, because on redstone pulses it, off redstone pulses it, and then that also activates over here as well. Now this farm does appear to be basically lossless. I did just see a kelp up there, but I think we can solve that just by putting in some extra blocks. And basically all the kelp's going to go straight down to the very bottom, and we just have to install a bunch more layers. Yay! Got some cat hair on my keyboard. There's probably so much like cat hair underneath the keys. That guy sheds like nobody's business. Did I throw away all my deep slate? I thought I must have used it all somewhere. Did I? No, here it is. Stupid. Yeah, so I think to solve that that loss issue, we're just gonna add some more blocks in the back over here. Oh yeah, no, the cat hair is absolutely everywhere. You can't escape it. It's just a fine layer of orange on everything. Yeah, it'd be nice if he'd keep it to himself. These guys, you train him to brush himself. It's a wonder he has any hair left of how much is all over the place. I gotta vacuum in here like every few days just because otherwise you can like see a layer of it on the carpet. It's like, that's not that great. Oh, geez, maybe we'll clean that up a little bit. This is not. He's got pretty long hair. I don't know. He's not like a long hair cat, but he's not like a short hair cat either. It's at least like an inch and a half of hair. I don't know. Like big old floofy cat. He's a big cat too, so like that's just the surface area is large. That's the new way of describing him as chunky. He's not chunky. He just has a large surface area. That's great. Love it. It's so good. I think we all know so much. Oh, jeez. I find that funny. Does anybody in chat find it funny? I'm not seeing any lulz or ha-has or LMAOs or anything like that. That's how I judge how funny I am, is by Twitch chat. Or just by stream chat. Just buy a Roomba and have it follow him. It has too many stairs. This room is the only room in the house that has carpet, actually. Well, no, technically there's like a closet, but that doesn't really count. That's that weird, like, tiny, like, ultra thin carpet. It's kind of like office floor kind of carpet. I don't know. It's really silly. My carpet in here is pretty nice. It's like, it's floofy. Right, we just need to get going with this. I don't know. I'm just talking about cat hair. Am I getting old? I feel like I'm getting old. I just talked about cat hair for like 3 minutes. Oh, you know what? If you do have a pet, though, highly recommend getting one of those pet brushes that are like have the retractable bristles on them. I got one of those, and man, it is so much better because you like press a button and all the bristles like get pulled back in, and the hair just like comes right off. You don't need to like pull at it a whole bunch. Like cleaning a normal like brush that doesn't retract. It's such a pain. Highly recommend if you have a pet. They're like $10 on Amazon. Best thing I ever got. Go water my concrete. Okay, so fun fact, you do have to water concrete IRL. Jeez. I need some shulkers. Yeah, you gotta water your concrete, because the water actually gets absorbed into the concrete and it becomes like crystallized, and that's what gives the concrete strength, right? It's like it's an important part of the chemistry of concrete. It doesn't just like evaporate out; it like actually becomes part of it. It's pretty cool. Where are my shulkers at? It's kind of neat. Jeez, I am getting old if I find concrete interesting. Science! That's my excuse. How long do pigs live? I feel like I gotta be in my 90s by now. I think we've looked it up before. Pigs can live like 15 to 20 years. So I guess I'm only middle-aged. If the channel's 9 years old, we're not gonna get into the physics of like How old does a zombie pigman live? Because we don't know. We do know how old pigs live, though. Maybe it's just that life is kind of exhausting nowadays. So we all just feel older than we are. That might just be it, Edgar. I feel you on that one. I'm already dead. Well, you don't have to be dead to be a zombie. Zombies are not strictly undead. Because you can kill a zombie. Boom. Roasted. Now, if you're talking Walking Dead zombies, then yes, you do have to be dead to become a zombie. Because the infection, like, kills you, right? However, if we're talking, like, The Last of Us zombies, then not necessarily. You just churn. Turn. 6 to 10 years. Oh no, I am, like, elderly. 15 to 20. Okay, we're gonna assume some ideal situations. I gotta make it to 10 years, man. We churn. Yeah, I know. I say turn like churning butter. Listen. It just is what it is. You've never known. I brought this up before. This should be well known at this point. It's not new news. It's just how I talk. Alrighty. Zombies are the undead. Well, I mean, it depends on you know, franchise are going up of. What's the lore? I'm churned. I've clearly pillared up over there at least like 5 times. Right then, so I don't know how many layers this is. How many blocks to pillar up with either. As if you need another thing to make fun of me for. Let's see. That's gonna be one of them. How many layers do we want? Don't say build limit. I know you want to. Don't say bedrock. I know you want to. Give me a reasonable number in the chat, my guys. A reasonable number. We have more than one already. Humzini. Is your name like Houdini or Zucchini? I feel like your name is inspired by one of those two. If not, then please ignore. Just drawing conclusions where there shouldn't be. We'll settle for deep slate. Ah. Busted again. Okay, yeah, so this thing is just perpetually overflowing. I came over here to count how many layers there were. By the way, I'm not getting sidetracked. I am getting sidetracked, but not in the way that you think. Oh, jeez. 16 layers. I think these farms either have 8 or they have 10. I should just make this farm go straight into the compost tower at this point. Farm hasn't. When was this farm loaded? What did we do to keep this farm loaded? Cause we've been Oh, I guess we've been working on that side. Yeah, they would have been loaded if we were over there working on bees and pumpkins. Yeah, that makes sense. The side of the base that we're on now would not have this be loaded. 16 layers of pistons. Technically, each one of these is 4 across. Yeah, I can't remember if this farm is. Are these like sugarcane and bamboo farms? Are these 8 layers or 10? Because I think they would. I think they should all be consistent, right? Makes sense to me. I throw away my kelp? I think my kelp's in here. That bottom chest is actually locked, so it doesn't even do anything. You know, maybe we should fix that while we're over here. Boom! Sidetracked. Also, we should turn on the honey farm, because those guys are guaranteed full of honey at this point. There we go. Now it'll do the thing that we need it to. Can't reach that bottom chest, but that's fine. Who even needs sugarcane? There we go. That'll do it. It's kind of annoying. The flower farm has 6 layers. Now, if we actually jump down over here... Also, there's something that we need to do to, like, as part of the design process for the base. We need to add, like, access points for all these. That's not the access point. The access point should have been here on the corner. Ooh. So no, oh, it's on this corner. It's literally right here. Right, how many layers do we have? 5? I think we have 8. There's 5 that I can count from down here, and then there would be like 3 on the surface. So I'm thinking we have 8. I guess we can head over to the other farm, the bamboo, and see if we have a different number over there. Might be the best way to go. If we count the same on both sides, then maybe it'll actually be the same. There we go. Convenient hole in the ground. Right, how many do we got? Really hard to count, actually. I can count 7 from here, but I don't think I can see all the way to the top. It goes down to... You know what? How about we just go down to -46? No, not negative. Not negative! Just a Y46. How about that? And then it'll be consistent. Just a 46. And then we'll do it. And then it'll be the same on all sides. Yeah. So what are we at right now? 52. Okay. Couple more layers to go. If only that cave was like right over here, we wouldn't have to mine anything. Come on, cave. Move on over. Wardrobe change. Hey, there's a thing that's not tormenting me. Proto, thank you very much for the wardrobe change. Much appreciated. Let's see, that's not the right one. Let's see, one of these, it's got a green thumb on it. We could do the elf one, or the frog one, or Princess Peach. Any objections? Oh, it didn't even change my skin. Didn't I hit equip on that? There it goes. There we go. Listen, I made this for a video where we were playing Mario Kart and Minecraft, okay? I swear to you, it makes sense. It does make sense. And in the context. Yeah, so generally with the wardrobe change, you can, I think you can send a message with those, and then you can choose. But otherwise, I just go pick a random one, really. We have so many skins. It's great. Oh, speaking of skins, actually, it is relevant because most of the skins are community made. Today, I added a couple new sections to the website, silentwhisper.com. So we have a new section for the fan art that has been submitted by the community over the years and years. We're such an old community. And then I also added a page for the memes as well. There's been a bunch of memes that have been made. So if you head on over to the website, silentwhisperer.com, you can see all the amazing fan art that's been made. Really cool stuff. And then you can also see some of the memes as well. It's pretty cool. Website should be basically fully updated as well. Besides the Plot World winners, because Creeper hasn't sent me a list of all the winners. I went off like what was in the announcements channel. Apparently that's wrong, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to Creeper to tell me what's right. Seems to work out better that way. There is some list. I know there's a list of the winners somewhere. I couldn't find it. Okay, so this is gonna be the very bottom layer. And then I guess we can just start building this from the bottom up. I don't know if you're really gonna see the concrete all the way down here, but I mean, we'll keep it consistent. Yeah, the Plot World page has the winners, just some of them are wrong, so I don't know. I don't know which ones are wrong, and I don't know which ones aren't. It's really complicated. Does kelp need light to grow? I feel like it doesn't. We're gonna give it some light. Feel bad for the kelp otherwise. Oh, oh yeah, they're on the server. Yeah. True. I didn't think about that. Did not think about that. So I think we're gonna have to get ourselves a bunch more concrete. So let's go make a few stacks of that, I guess. And then also need to dump out the inventory too. I'm gonna die just flying around my own base. Log in. I don't even want to log in. Listen, I spent like 4 hours updating the website because the fan art page was broken and it just like they wouldn't display and it was being silly. I didn't know how to fix it. And then the website wasn't making backups. And it was being a whole big problem. But yeah, basically anyone who has sent in fan art over the years will be displayed on that page. And if they don't like it, well then, they can just ask me to take it down. I'll take it down. It's not a big deal. But yeah, there's credit for everyone that submitted fan art as well. So the name is there. There's a couple that I don't have the name of. And I couldn't find them in the Discord or anything. So I don't know who they belong to. But I think there's only like 2 of those. So hopefully not a big deal. There's like, I think there's like 250 or so fan arts on there. It's like quite a few. And then if you look at the ending soon screen, right there in the middle, we're also displaying some of the fan arts as well. I think it's always displaying the same 3, like at the beginning. It's supposed to be randomized, but you know, like if we go back to that, hold up. No, now that I've started it, it probably won't be random, but I'm pretty sure every stream it's always the same, always in the same order. It's supposed to be random. It's supposed to be random, but it's not. Same thing than random. Yeah. Ooga booga. That was a random noise. Or was it? Yeah, so there's a link to all the texture packs and stuff in the Discord server, pinned in the help channel. That is the place to be for that kind of stuff. You remember seeing the same ones? I think I've noticed that it's the same ones. Maybe I'll check it once we actually end the stream. And, it should be set to random. Pretty sure I did that. But yeah, I just wanted to have a better way of displaying some of the fan art. Because it's really good stuff. Maybe encourage some people to make some more. Ooh, woo. And then, yeah, because there was nowhere to actually find it all. Like, we have the fan art channel in the TV Discord. And then we have, like, the pictures channel in the main Discord. But, you know, not all of that stuff actually gets pinned, or gets pinned when it should, or, you know, we're at the pin limit. So, not all of it got saved and stuff. Or is visible. I don't know why the pin limit's only 50 on Discord. That seems a bit silly. I thought we were out of green dye. We are definitely not. Wait, hold up. That's the wrong stuff to put in there. I wonder if we even need to convert it. Because we're going to be placing it underneath the... No, we would have to place it in the water first and then the concrete. That sounds annoying. A message with all the links. Yeah, we've done that for, like, the Gartic games. And a couple other things. People never read the pens anyway, so... Whatever, right? There's probably some better ways to do it. Yeah, so just making the downloads for the farms takes quite a while. It's like a 12-step process. It's not really that streamlined. So that's why only the big farms get downloads. It'll be convenient to make a download for every farm, but that would take quite a bit of time because you gotta, like, trim the world and, you know, all these other things. And also, it does stop a bit of theft as well, because if you make a download for it, it just gets really easy for someone to make a video on it. Even easier than just, like, following the tutorial. That's always a thing that happens on the YouTubes, so, you know, that's the thing. Not that you'll ever really be able to stop it. Oh, you know what? We don't have fence gates. We're gonna need a lot of fence gates. Jelly, welcome in. I guess we will... Oh, I guess I could have just placed them on the wall right there. Yeah, let's go make a bunch of those. I don't know how many we'll need. A couple stacks, probably, at least. At least we have plenty of bamboo. Or, you know what? There might even be some up here in our shulkers. 20. Not enough. And then... No more. Okay, yeah, we'll just make a bunch. Not a problem. This thing's kind of overflowing on bamboo anyway, so... Probably a good idea to do that. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's crazy in here. Yeah, so the website is not really, like, professionally done, because I just kind of, like, threw it together. I didn't, like, pay anyone to do it or anything. Which you can probably tell by looking at it. But, but it works. I mean, it serves its purpose, right? I could definitely make the download section a little bit more streamlined. I'm just not entirely sure how to do that in a way that would be good. But maybe I should look into it. Probably wouldn't be too difficult, but I just don't really know that much about WordPress or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if it was more streamlined and easier to make a download, then I think I'd be more inclined to do more downloads. But for now, I just keep them for the big builds. Man, this is not turned into very many fences. Bamboo wood does not go far at all. Only 40 fences out of all that? Dang. What a ripoff. I don't even know how many we need, but we're making a bunch. We need 40 per layer. We're building another 5 layers. We have enough. Okay, I can stop. We made too many. Oops. Maybe I should have counted that beforehand. What can I throw away? Nothing. Why no vibrant visuals? Because we don't have it turned on. It's still in experimental mode. It should be releasing in the Ghast update, though, from what I've seen. So that'll be cool. We still don't know when it's going to be releasing for Java Edition. We've had no word on what's up with that, but we will hopefully see that for Java. This year, question mark? I mean, they need to, like, add it to the game and, like, bake it into the actual code. So it's not just going to be, like, a resource pack or something. I would assume. Because they have, like, full-on video settings and all these different things to, like, make vibrant visuals actually work better. So, I mean, we will see what the plan there is for it, I guess. Okay, so now's the fun part. We get to try and turn this into a watery grave of messiness down here. Yeah, because I haven't seen anything in the snapshots that even, like, indicate that they're beginning work on vibrant visuals. It's certainly not, like, in an early experimental phase, even. So I don't really know what the deal there is. I guess we'll just find out once they do something with it, but it definitely does not seem like it's going to be in the Ghast update for Java. Also, what's the Ghast update going to be called anyway? They haven't even told us that. What's your best bet for the Ghast update? They gotta tell us these things, man. Call myself informed. SMH. I mean, I didn't. But thank you for assuming that I did. Oh, we do have kelp. Kelp! The high-flying update? I don't know. I saw a really good comment on TikTok about the update name, but I cannot remember for the life of me what their suggestion was. I know it was good, though. That's all I could tell you. Yeah, I shouldn't have filled that in yet. I guess I can take them from right here. Yeah, that would work, actually. Okay. Great, so all those are done now. Gonna be ghastly vibes. Well, I'm just messing up these water sources so badly. I don't know, I mean, like, I think there was something with, like, tiers that I saw. Leads and follow. Ghastly hang. I don't think it's gonna be that one. Gasts and lasts. That's kind of fun. Some sort of alliteration or rhyme would be cool. They like to do those. Flying balloons update. Anything better than Spring to Life? Yeah, Spring to Life was kind of like, yeah. Yeah, they can't put vibrant visuals in the name. You're right, because it's not coming to Java. So, that's a great point. That is a great point indeed. Interesting. I don't know, they always surprise us with the update name. Besides, like, Nether Update, I think that's about the only one that everyone was like, oh, yeah, really, wow, der. Big surprise there. But, other than that, every update's had kind of a surprising name that we've never really, like, saw coming. Like, Armored Poles, Wild Update, Frogs and Trogs. Wait, hold up, that's not a real one. Should have been a real one. So much missed opportunity there. Death from above. Well, no, they're not really gonna... They're not, like, emphasizing violence in this update. As much as they should. That would be fun. But no, we gotta keep it kid-friendly. Unfortunately. I know. Right there with you. When are they adding guillotines? I mean, come on. No. But, I want to commit war crimes in Minecraft. More than I already do. So, yeah, it's very much like a peaceful, happy update. They are literally called the Happy Ghast, after all. Happy tears. Then again, the dried ghast is kind of a horrible, sad creature that makes you wonder what Mojang was thinking. It's like, oh wow, that's genuinely terrifying. That's so sad. Tails and trails, not trails and tails. Tails and trails. I don't know. I think it's fine either way, personally. Oh man, they did miss out on having more names like that, though. So there was... Oh man, I had some... No, there was Trails and Tails. Like T-A-L-E-S. And then there should have been Trails and Tails. T-A-I-L-S. Because they added, like, the armadillos and, like, the dogs, right? So they clearly missed opportunity right there. Fire the PR department. No, don't, actually. I know people there. They're nice people. Fire the naming department. There we go. Now we're all on board. Go and fill in all this. And then I guess we will fill in back here as well, so no water spills out, I guess. Trials... Oh, no, that's what it was. Trials and tiles. Because there's Trails and Tails, and then the Trials Chamber update. Trials and Tiles? I was hoping they would add a Trials and Tiles, right? Because there wasn't a Trials and Tiles update. Although, I'm getting really confused now, too. Ever since they started doing multiple update names per number, like, how many updates have we had in 121 now? Too many. Like, they're getting too many smaller updates. It's making it harder to keep track of the update names, right? We're doing this wrong. Wrong. Abort mission. Abort! I have dug out a couple trial chambers, and I gotta say, not very fun. Yeah, not the best experience. I don't know. I know it's like kind of realistic and stuff, but like the loot is horrible. The good loot is too rare, and it's just generally not that interesting, right? Where's 1.22? Yeah, we don't know when that's gonna happen. I guess they're saving that for the next big update. I mean, the next update's probably gonna be Well, the ghast update's going to be 121.90 for Bedrock. And then after that, we're getting 1.21.100 for Bedrock. Like, I really doubt we're going into 1.22 for Bedrock. Because that would be huge. Like, that moving up an update number demands big features. And unless they announce something soon, which, like, there's not going to be another Minecon for a few months. You know, what is it, fall or winter or something? So, like, they're probably going to be... We're probably going to be 1.21 until the end of the year. Maybe a winter update we could get a 1.22, but, like... I don't know, I'm feeling like 1.22 is going to be next year at this rate. 2026. The future. We've been on a streak of like 4 smaller updates now or something like that. So they're not stopping anytime soon, it seems like. We don't really need to add in stairs on these ones since we're underground, but like habits. Consistency. Kelp. All these things are very important in life. Minecraft is 16 years old. Indeed it is. Very long time game right here. Which is crazy that it's like survived for so long, right? I figure even if we've had like maybe half as many updates, it would probably still be going pretty strong. It's like obviously the new updates bring in a bunch of people, and more importantly, they bring back a bunch of people. But even without newer updates, I feel like Minecraft's just kind of an evergreen game, right? There's just everything that you can do. Are we out of Deep Slate now for realsy? I think we are. Guess we'll go grab some from the base. Old enough to start driving. I would not trust Minecraft to drive. Have you seen the things that go on in this game? Not trustworthy. Not trustworthy. Yeah, Minecraft's what you make of it. It's kind of like Terraria. You know, they've said they're going to stop production of Terraria like 100 times. And they just can't. And people still play that game to this day. And arguably it has a lot less depth to it than Minecraft. There's a math joke in there somewhere since it's two-dimensional. But, yeah, no, it's kind of a flat joke. Boo. Yeah. That one fell flat. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do in Terraria, right? But it's not to the same extent as Minecraft. Also, like the mods that you can do, all the creators and YouTubers and things like that you can do. I think it really helps keep the game alive. For this long, anyway. Hey, look at that, broken shadows. And the bugs! The bugs help keep it alive. Gotta have them bugs. I don't remember finding any bugs in Terraria, actually. Nothing serious. Besides all the dupe glitches, of course. There were so many duplication glitches. Oh my god. They were the best. Fun times. That was good stuff. Those were wild days back on the Xbox 360. Let's see. We will throw some in there. Oh man, we got like 4 more layers to make, don't we? Jeez. And then we gotta do all the redstone and item collection down the bottom too. There's some reasons why people want it like Minecraft, but generally, yeah, it is what you make with it. It can be hard to get into because there's just so much to this game. Like even back in 2015 when I started, I was like, oh my god, this is kind of overwhelming. There's just so much to know and so much to learn. But I guess, you know, that's kind of what makes it interesting as well. You can just like learn something new always, all the time. I'm still learning new stuff. It's crazy. It never stops. Never stops. So, you know, it's pretty fun. In that regard, anyway. Unless you just hate learning. Or if you just want, like, more of a casual, turn off your brain kind of game, then I could see that. Or if you just don't really have anyone to play with. Like, I can see a lot of people, like, playing Minecraft a little bit and be like, I don't really know what to do. What's happening? What am I doing here? Oh my god, I'm dead. Okay, well, whatever. Go play something else that I'm more familiar with instead of trying to figure out this nonsense. But, like, if you get into it with friends, oh man, it's so good. But yeah, I do think it's one of those games where you like, kind of need a little bit of a helping hand when you first start out. Because otherwise you're going to be like, what is happening? What is this green thing? Oh my god, it explodes. My entire house. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Like, even just the crafting recipes and stuff. Never gonna figure that stuff out. That's why I'm glad they added, like, the crafting recipe book. Like, this thing. So convenient. Without this, if it was just this, you'd be like, can I make, like, a sword? Like, yeah. Also, the book just saves you so much time. Yeah, or maybe you just want to play creative or something, you know? There's a lot that you can do. Very, very big game. Okay, so we need to make a bunch more pistons. We need to do 3 more layers, so that's another 40, 80. Let's call that 110 pistons. Let's just do 2 stacks. We'll use them eventually. At some point. We'll need some more for the pickle farm, anyway. Gotta get them pickles. 3 stacks for good luck. Shouldn't need that many. I mean, eventually we will, right? But not right now. Kind of blowing through the redstone, though, aren't we? Used a lot of those fences, too. Yeah, we're getting there. It's a lot of pistons in this base. Pistons might be the 3rd most common block in the base. Now, it probably goes concrete, obviously, number 1. And then glass. And then it's probably pistons or hoppers. Or water. If you count each, yeah, no, it'd probably be water. Once we get all these water streams. Oh, lamps too, actually. I didn't think about lamps. Yeah, so probably concrete, glass, lamps, water. What is going through here? Stone! Oh my god, we filled up the stone thing? I think that's a sign that we need to start throwing away some stone. We did fill up the stone thing. Oh no. No, we have so much stone! Okay, we're throwing away stone from now on. How do you get the piston pushing piston achievement? 2 pistons, and you make one of them push the other one. Throw that away. We really just need more cobble. Oh, and then we're gonna need a bunch of wood too. Should be an easier way to turn, you know, stone into cobble. Ah! Server banned me for making pistons. What can I say? Yeah, we have way too much stone. We're gonna have to throw some of that away so it stops going all the way around the system. Because I'm inevitably gonna make more stone and put it into the system. So we should probably just put some in a chest or a shulker, to be honest. And then call it good there. Let's see. If you didn't see the last live stream, we have like a minute or so before the server restarts. This is kind of the idea behind the tracers. So this is going to be basically the layout that we've come up with. Or that I came up with, rather. It was all me! Yeah, so this is basically what it's going to look like. If we can get the right tracing to work, it's probably not going to work. I had to restart the game. Give it a second. Give it time. Give it time. They still work. This is a little bit too bright. It's kind of fun when it looks like this, though. I like the glowy patches in the water. What's that? Anyway. Yeah, so all my farms still work unless marked as broken. If it says it's broken, it doesn't work. So just check your pen comment. You're good to go. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now here's the layout. So these are going to be sunk down into the ground, of course. And then they're going to have all the rainbow lighting above them, of course, as well. So, like, this one right here is going to be solid blue going out. So we're kind of basing this off of computer/CPU tracers. We can't really get diagonal lines in here, but, you know, this is basically where we're at with it. And then we're probably going to start building this up on the weekend. Unless we need to really finish up a lot of the Kelp Farm. But I think we'll keep building up the Kelp Farm layers. And then we'll get back to the redstone at some point. But yeah, it should look something like this. So each one of these is going to be a different color. And then we're going to flip that to this side of the base. So it's like both sides, and every single one of them will be a different color. And I think it'll be pretty neat. And then they all connect to the center, and each one of those is a water stream, and each one of them can be turned on or off because they're all going to be toggleable redstone lamps. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited for it. Looking forward to it. Should be good. It's just going to be a lot of lamps. And also, it's going to be a ton of target blocks. So we might need to change up how we do the redstone lines underneath them. Maybe some of them would be like repeater lines. And then we can save ourselves a bunch of target blocks. I find myself some pistons in here. Only 5? Oh, it didn't make the redstone is why. No cobblestone? No redstone? Wow. Failing on all fronts over here. These things are expensive to craft, man. It goes so fast. We're still out of cobble. Okay, that's about all we can make right now. How many was that? Stacking 49. We need more! More than that, jeez. That's why I wanted to make an auto-crafter for these. That'd be way more convenient, wouldn't it? Wait, no, I need these. Inventory management needs some. Yeah, someday I'll figure that out. Not today, though. Not today. You can't make me. More planks there. Okay, so that's like 3 stacks. Okay, that's more than enough. The someday's never coming. Yeah, not until they add more rows to the inventory. But then that would just mean more rows for me to fill up with stuff. So, basically, yeah. Just a never-ending cycle of chaos and carnage in the inventory. And that's exactly how we want it. Me with an organized inventory just isn't right. We can get rid of some of these pistons. Don't think we're going to need these observers right now. We will need to make more observers, though. Mark my words! Because it'll be coming back to haunt us in a couple minutes. Is there anything in here that I actually need? Not... Well, yes, actually. I think we might need more concrete, too. All right. It always defaults you to simple graphics now. Why does it do this? Why? Why? Minecraft, tell me why. Nobody ever on the right mind wants to play with simple graphics. It just doesn't exist. They don't exist. Almost had that. My pro parkour skills have been shattered. Destroyed. You know what? We also need those deep slate stairs as well. Guess we're building out of diorite, guys. Or granite. So we gotta block up these pistons. I threw away all my stone. Add tabs. Oh man, then you never see anything. How long it takes me to realize? Realize what? Realize what? You can't just say things like this in the chat. You'll make me paranoid. Did I back up down there? Oh, I did it. It's not just the invisible kelp, is it? Oh, no, they are actually missing. Wow, okay. I think that's fine. We can just place it in from here, right? Barely. I never would have noticed that. Not once, ever. You guys just saved this farm. I would have been doing like the world tour of this, flying around in spectator mode and been like, what? We're missing kelp! Yeah, so I do have a couple of videos planned for end of season, or I'm trying to decide on like which one I actually want to do. I kind of want to do like a final tour of the base, right? Final tour of the base. Go around, show off absolutely everything that is in here, that's happening, that like all the redstone, all the infrastructure, all the logistics, all that kind of thing. A full rundown of the base. Like, the Minecraft factory. So I think that would be fun. And then the other idea I had was just kind of like a Minecraft movie. Just like stitch together all the episodes into one pretty long, long video. And then maybe for that one, I would cut out anything that's not actually the space work. Or tangentially related. Oh my god, I didn't put it in the kelp. Gotta put it in the kelp, my guys. We told you. Yeah, that is your job, to say you told me. That is one of your major jobs. Chat. What is up with this buzzing? Apparently it's gone. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess this mic's a couple years old, but it shouldn't be doing that. It might just be interference, though. It still shouldn't be doing that, though. Yeah, sometimes if you have, like, your phone close by to your mic or something, and you might get some buzzing or some interference. But it really shouldn't happen. I got the good XLR cables, so they shouldn't do that. And also, my phone's been sitting underneath my microphone for like the last 5 years. It's never caused a problem, so. Shenanigans! Oh, man. This thing's not the easiest to navigate. But we make do, don't we? We get around. Elbow reveal? I think I've done one. Pretty sure. I don't know. I don't keep track of, like... I don't keep track of what body parts. Seems weird to say out loud. In front of... How many people do we have watching? We have 300 viewers on YouTube? What is happening over here? Hi. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. It's good to see you. It seems like our stream viewership has been going up. Nothing but stonks on the YouTube side, so that's cool. Maybe we'll, I don't know, maybe next season we'll try officially changing the stream schedule to be like an hour earlier than normal. Because like we've had this 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern schedule for like 7-8 years at this point. It used to be an hour later, so we've already changed it once. But when I changed it, it was like 2017, so I mean that doesn't really count. But yeah, it used to be 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, which is like, that's kind of late. So, you know, we got quite the global audience, so trying to keep it not super late for everyone is, I think, a good thing. Especially if we're going to be doing longer streams as well, that seems important. Because some of our streams have been going on for like 4 hours now. Well, you don't count, Kaz. You're in Australia. You're upside down. Only right side up people need to be part of this conversation. body part reveal sounds like some real serial killer stuff. You know, you're not wrong. 2:30 a.m. in France? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Don't want that kind of stuff happening. This water is really trying its hardest over here. Right, this is where it actually gets more difficult to move around, because now we can't really jump up the next layer. And then we also need to put all these blocks behind here as well. I've been meaning to put... We've been putting redstone on top of these, right? Right? I actually have not been I can't remember if we've been putting redstone on top of these. We've been putting redstone on top of them, right? No! Longhorn, tell me! No, hold on, no, please. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me I've been doing this right. We'll find out eventually. I've been on full autopilot over here. That's why I missed the kelp. Just talking and reading chat. Mostly just talking and ignoring chat. I mean, what? Yeah, so I think we need to put in the kelp and then it'll turn into water sources? Yeah, okay. It's a good way to keep ourselves on track there. Do it. Oh, you know what? We need to have our Star Wars rant at some point. I haven't forgotten. Because I watched the entire original trilogy and sequels. The only Star Wars movies that exist. Besides, like, Rogue One. The other ones, they don't exist. Don't bring it, they don't exist. Yeah, don't care, don't exist. And, I have thoughts. I have a lot of notes. A lot of notes. So I think when we're doing the tracers this weekend, we will go ahead and have that rant. And it's gonna be a long one. Got a lot of notes. I found more notes today even that I like wrote down in Discord because I was like on my phone. I was like, oh man, I thought of some more stuff. I have notes. This is still a rant. Yeah, it's just a more organized rant. Oh man, we're out of kelp. Okay, so we're actually gonna have to harvest the farm, and then I don't have a way to like collect the items. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down. Lots of kelp. Very nice. And a little bit lost right there, but I think that's because we're missing some things. They cannot spawn on path blocks. If you have your creepers on path blocks, then you built something wrong. Check your drop chutes. They got to be lined up perfectly. Should be a 1x1 hole going all the way down. You got to have trapdoors along the edges of that. Keep them in there too. If you built it right, they would never get on top of the path blocks. Yeah, a lot of people seem to have that issue. Tell them by the comments. It's one of the more often issues that I see. Besides everybody on that video. Man, I swear. I was super clear about it in the video and in the pinned comment. But everybody wants to build it with packed ice. And it just does not work with packed ice. I said that very clearly in the video. And I swear I've gotten like 1,000 comments. Not even joking, like 1,000 comments asking if they can use packed ice. I made it really clear in the video, like, do not use packed ice. And then I put a pinned comment. Even more saying, do not use packed ice. And somehow, it's not clear enough. I don't know. It's... Ice is easier to get than packed ice. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still confused about the phenomenon that's happening here. It concerns me greatly. It keeps me up at night. No! It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. We will just use some slabs right there to keep the water from going sideways and weird. And then it'll be all good. What if you really... If you use packed ice, it just straight up will not work. It will not work. Like, not even the slightest. Because that entire farm is based on pathfinding. And they pathfind to packed ice. They do not pathfind to regular ice. So if you build the platforms out of packed ice, they're just not going to go anywhere. And the farm's not going to work at all. So, yeah. That's the deal with that. That's all I got to say about that. But not really. I have more to say, actually. I've been meaning to, like, take that clip of the video and put it on Twitter and be like, okay, can you guys please tell me what I did wrong here? Because somehow everyone still wants to know if they can use packed ice. Blue ice is even worse. Get out of here. It's essentially the same. Now you're just trolling me. I haven't had any questions about blue ice, actually, because everyone knows that blue ice is horrible and is a mega pain to get. So there's that at least. I don't have to answer that question. Oh, there goes the whole farm. Destroyed. Rant, 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 rant. No, it's not really a rant. I'm just like, clearly I did something wrong there. Because if so many people still have the question, even after me being what I think is very clear, then clearly I need to do better with my communication on that. Because, like, a bunch of people have actually built the farm out of blue ice and or packed ice, and it doesn't work. I don't think anyone's used blue ice. So, like, clearly it was not good enough. And I need to be more specific somehow. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that or what the deal there is. But there is problems with my presentation of that fact. You know how teachers feel? Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I haven't had it with like any other videos though. To that extent, I mean that farm has like 700,000 views now, so you know it's a pretty small percentage of people. I think most people have figured it out, right? That you shouldn't use packed ice, but still quite a few people didn't get it. So I don't know. Maybe it's the children who are wrong. Yeah, exactly, Kaz. Maybe I'm right and everyone else is wrong. Ha! Yes, surely that's it. Yes, I think that's it. Yes, thank you. Confirmation bias at its finest. You know what? We do need to start using some concrete in these areas. Because they're going to be, like, visible in all these lower blocks. We may as well just go ahead and do that right now. How much concrete do we have? 16? Okay, let's not do that right now. We have more somewhere though, right? Yeah, may as well get that filled in, then we'll fill in this last layer. Right, so we don't need to do those ones. I think we just need to do the ones underneath the stairs. And probably not even this far down. Am I gonna drown before I'm, like, done with this? Probably. Also, Minecraft is a children's game, but they added a drown mob to it. And even worse than that, there's baby drowns. Really just makes you wonder. Then they added flooded cities as well. It's like, man, you know, how much of a children's game actually is this? Makes you question. Makes you question things. Are you calling me a stopped clock over here? Jeez. Yeah, okay, we gotta do the concrete on this side too. Oh my god, it's a thunderstorm. Those have never happened on the server before. Not every 5 minutes, anyway. I wonder what's up with that on Bedrock, too. It seems like the weather cycle is just always out of whack. Must be climate change. Because it's always either thundering or raining. We have, like, one nice sunny day a year on this platform. Maybe Minecraft just has seasonal depression. I don't know. Oh my god. Wow, that was some glitchy stuff right there. Okay, we'll leave those ones empty for now, and then we need some water. Also skeleton. Yeah, the amount of skeleton horses that you get from the lightning storms is also kind of crazy. It doesn't seem like there's really a mob cap on those. They just kind of spawn forever, right? Because you can get, like, easily, like, 30 or 40 or 50 of those guys. Just kind of silly. But also, I kind of love it. It's kind of fun. What do you guys think about the lore of Minecraft? What little lore we have? Because they just give us little bits and pieces here and there. They never really give us too much at a time. But you know, we can figure out quite a bit of like stuff that's gone down. Right. It's kind of interesting to see. Where is this water even coming from? Oh, outside the side of the piston. That's right. That would do it. I guess we'll just use some blocks for that. Yeah, that'll be fine. You just watch Game Theory for lore? I think most of the stuff that Game Theory has, at least from MatPat on Minecraft, is pretty decent. I think a lot of it's fairly accurate to what you would expect there to be. You know what? We need to fill on the side of concrete too. Like I feel like they put together pretty much all the pieces that are there to find. There's nothing that I caught that was like super wrong. You know, obviously it's just a theory, but and you gotta stretch a little bit for some things, but not horribly. Is that still waterlogged? I think these made a water source between them. So yeah, I feel like a lot of MatPat's and Game Theory's videos on Minecraft are fairly well done. They're not, like, overly crazy by any means. When it comes to, the accuracy, anyway. Or the plausibility of the lore. Oh, right, no, this actually can't be, yeah, that can't be that. Okay. I have to make these stairs. That one's a stair, too. Okay, we should be good there. It's got kelp on them. Yeah, it looks like there's no kelp. And then you turn around, it's like, oh yeah, it's just a bug. Yeah, kelp will grow on pretty much most blocks, as long as they're in a water source. They don't place on soul sand, which is really annoying. That one always gets me. That's like the one thing they don't grow on. And then like non-full blocks. Definitely one missing. A concrete or a kelp. Because there's almost certainly a concrete missing. A kelp? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Kelp? Probably. Those ones are all in. At least on this side, they're all good. Then look at this guy. Oh yeah, for some reason you can't pick it up if you're underwater. You gotta be out of the water to pick up the water. Which is kind of weird. Gotta hop out of here. That didn't flood anything, did it? Doesn't seem like it. The lamps are still on. Hooray for waterloggable repeaters. Third layer, second from the end, near the hole. Okay, we'll see about that. Maybe. See if I can find it. I'm not too worried about like one plant missing, but they should all be planted in. Okay. That's looking pretty good, actually. I think it's not a bad-looking farm. Man, it's just so difficult to get in here. Looks like all those ones are in. Okay, we can actually just mine down here. Those ones look like they're in. Those ones look like they're in. I'm not seeing any. Maybe it's on the other side, though. Lamps on, but no one's home. Is that a joke about my mental faculties? If so, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, no, we gotta do the concrete on this side too. So, joke's on you guys. I actually needed to mine out these blocks. I'm not seeing any that are missing. I didn't see any. Maybe you guys found one. Looks like it was on the other side. I don't know. I was looking pretty closely. If it's just the one, then like, eh. You know, not really too big of a deal, right? That's not really gonna cost us any efficiency or anything. Man, this is really buggy getting back here. Like the jumping in the water. Here we go. If we do it like that, then we won't get water in our toes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. Yeah, not seeing anything, guys. Long stream. Only 3 hours. They can sleep when they're dead. No. Hello, Thor, and welcome in. And Shoni as well. We are in the process of wrapping up this Kelp Farm. Forgot the name of it. Right, so we need to put in the torch towers. That's important. And then we also need to get the redstone set up and the hopper clock and the item streams down at the bottom and the bubble elevator. I don't know how much of that we're going to get done tonight. But, I mean, I'm good for more streaming. What about you guys? Tell me. I should probably take a bite of my Cliff Bar I've got sitting right here. Yeah, this will be on a timer. Currently, it's not because we haven't gotten that far. Throw away this bamboo. Okay, they're all there now? Okay. You're in Australia too? That's the Australian flag, right? It's just the British flag, but like different. I think there's actually 2 countries that have that, right? Hold up. Ugh. Scroll all the way down. It is. It didn't convert to the flag in Twitch chat, but it did on my screen. So, cool. Cliff Bar's made a caffeine version, and they're awesome. I usually get the Cool Mint chocolate. Those are usually consistently very good. I don't know. I get them from Walmart usually, and like sometimes they're hit or miss. Like the white chocolate macadamia one is usually pretty good. But every now and again you get a box that's like, these ones are kind of like, it tastes old. I don't know. They're like too crunchy. Like too crunchy or something. They got like, I don't know, they put something in it. Like some popped rice or something. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Same goes for like the chocolate chip ones. Sometimes they just taste too old. But I've never had a bad batch of the Cool Mint chocolate. Those are good. I got a whole cubby of office snacks. Oh man, there's so much stuff in there right now. It's all the way on the other side of the room because reasons. But man, I get those big boxes of like the 20 plus Nature Valley granola bars. Destroy those things. They're so good. Sometimes those are hit and miss as well, but it's like $10 for like 25 bars. So it's like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Can't complain too much. So I got those. I got some white cheddar Cheez-Its. I got some peanut butter M&Ms. Got my Cliff Bars. I got all the junk food over there. What else have I got? That's all I got right now. Oh no! I got some strawberry pretzels. Genuinely all the worst foods. But that's why it's on the other side of the room. You know, you gotta have that stuff in moderation. I've had those M&Ms for like a month. But also it was like the 4-pound or the 2-pound bag of M&Ms, so it's not really that much of a brag. They're mostly gone. They're good though. Observers. Oh, also we needed another shulker. We got golden nuggets coming in through here. Why is those coming in? We should check the filter. Why are we having nuggets? Did I just throw those in there somewhere? I might have thrown those in. Apparently. Yeah, so, hold up. My mic mute got untoggled. I use a button on my keyboard to mute my mic because I got a cough or whatever. Sometimes I want you guys hearing that nasty. And it's the number lock button, so it's got this little red light on it for when I'm muted. Great, super convenient. But sometimes, somehow, it gets flip-flopped. So the light's off, but I'm muted. But it's like, how does that happen? I don't know. It's not like I mute often. How does it happen? And also, where's my quartz at? Oh my god, where's my quartz at? It's in the redstone box. That makes sense. That's more observers than we'll ever need. I hope. Okay, we should be good to go then. That was a torch, not a rocket. You've heard some nasty coughs. You shouldn't, though. Okay, no, there was one time where the mute button just straight up did not work for some reason. Out of all of my years of streaming, it failed like one time, and that's why you like heard a cough twice. I was like, oh, it didn't cough, or it didn't mute, and then I pressed it again, and it still didn't do it. It's never happened before. Never. It's just like the 2 times. It's never happened since. And now I check it. Now I like look at my OBS and I'm like, you're muted, right? I want you guys hearing that stuff. Take a sip of water or something. Bodily noises? Ew, gross, nasty. Don't need that all up in your ears. Let's see. This is currently powered. Oh, because I mined out a block. That would do it. Right then, so I guess we'll do a little bit of a progress update. Yeah, the keybind is the same for OBS and Discord, so it's like both of them. So if I mute on one, it's muted on both. Super convenient. And then I got like a little button on my mouse too that's push to mute, but apparently that's only for Discord, which is actually how it should be. That way I can mute when I'm in a call but still talk to you guys. So that's convenient. Super nice. Keybinds are like the best. That's why I like this keyboard actually, because it's like it's the full size. It's got the number pad, and basically every single number on that number pad has a keybind to it. And I got the mouse keybinds too. I got little stickers on my keyboard. I kind of need to like replace some of these stickers. These have been on here for like 7 years, I think. And you know what? Yeah, they're a little bit gross. How often do you wash your keyboard? That's what I thought. I actually do wipe it down though. Have I done that this year? No comment, Your Honor. Have I done it in the last year or two? Actually, I think I have. I dust in here. Anyway, so the Kelp Farm is basically built up now. This has taken like 3 hours because it's actually kind of intensive. Anyway, we have 8 layers of this thing installed now. So as you can see, if we go down here, we just got ourselves a whole bunch of kelp. And we actually need to set up the redstone line for this now. So basically, it's going to be identical to what we have up here. Just this really ugly torch tower that's really inconsistent and horrible. But what can you do? What can you do? So yeah, we just need to go build that up all the way down on both sides. And then we're going to use this little observer system that we have to also send the redstone up the middle. Because we can't use torches, because otherwise it would power the pistons. And yeah, we could just use observers on the outside edges, but it's too expensive. Like a daily clean. Yeah, you would think so. It doesn't really look that dirty, though. I mean, that's why it's black. If it was a white keyboard, we won't talk about it. If it was a white keyboard, it would not be white. It's fine. Don't think about it. Besides, how often do you guys wipe down your mouse or your controller or something? Like, let's be real. You don't. You don't. Not as often as you should. You ever take like a toothpick to your controller and like get some of the grime out from between like the cracks? Especially with the old 360 controllers. Oh man, you would get some serious grime in those. Because they just they have these giant gaps on the sides of the controllers. Like, wow, this is good design, guys. All the Cheeto dust getting up in there. Oh man, we got some kelps down here. What if we just sent all this to Compost Tower? You have a white mouse. You have to make sure it's clean every day. And that's why white peripherals are a bad idea. You did this to yourself. Ah, of course. So let's start with our tower down here. So this one's always going to be on, meaning that this one's always going to be flooded. I did that to myself. Yeah, we got to be careful when building those, actually. Yeah, white's just for aesthetics. I do really like white, all white computers. Because, I don't know, they just look nice and clean. But also, like, man, they get dusty. And then they just kind of, like, are, like, off-white and, like, brown. And it's kind of not that great. I was thinking my next computer, whenever I build that, probably 2027 at this point. I really have no reason to upgrade right now. I was thinking it was going to be sooner, but no. It ain't. How do I want to do this one, actually? Oh, no, I can't break that one out. Okay, we're good. I was like, hold up. Something here is wrong. Disturbance in the force. Yeah, that's the one that I can't break. But yeah, I don't know. There is some appeal to like just the stealth computer, where it's just like all black. Because like that looks nice too. And then you don't really have to worry about cleaning it that much. Or dusting it out. Because like how often do you really want to dust out your computer? You don't. You don't. You know, take out all the side panels and stuff, and it's just like, it's a pain. You don't want to deal with that. So this one is fine. We could just have it be like that, actually. Very convenient. And then this one is water. These two are not. This one is also not powered, so we can just do that, question mark? Seems like that shouldn't be how that is. That one's water. These two aren't. Gotta walk myself through this. Oh, no. Gotta walk myself down this. Have a good night, Gilly. Don't upgrade yet. Yeah, I mean, I have no reason to upgrade. There's always a GPU shortage. It's artificial. They want them prices high. They want that demand high. It's just how that stuff works. Right, so for this one, we will actually have to bring a torch out on the side of it. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay. Should have seen that coming. That didn't flood out anything besides this guy. So I think we're fine. So this one would normally have a torch right here and then like a block and then redstone. I want to find a better way to do that. I guess we'll just do that using an observer. Boom. Problem solved. Okay, so in theory, that should be all these done. Okay, so that one's powered. That one's not powered, rather. That one's powered. Am I missing a layer in here? No, okay. So that one's not powered. That's good. That one is not powered. Okay. That one's good. That one's good. Okay. And now I guess the real way to test this out would be to get ourselves a lever. I don't have one, so we'll just put another torch underneath this thing. And then all of those should now be extended. No? The top ones aren't. Did I not connect the towers? Towers inverted? Obviously that one's not going to be. Oh, okay, so the towers got inverted. Okay. Yeah, so before they were extended. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then break that one out. And now this top one just needs a torch on the top of it. Okay. Brilliant. Now they should all be proper. Yeah, so we'll have to flip out that side as well. And we should see a bunch of piston heads along this left side. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we're fine. Kronk would be very satisfied in this space. So many levers to flick. So many problems would be caused. He would be loving it. Absolute paradise for Kronk. Let's see. Kronk. It's fun to say as well. Kronk the chonk. Give the inside a cleaning every year or so to get rid of the dust and hair. Yeah, I clean out like the dust filters on mine every now and again. I can kind of see the filters anyway, so that helps kind of keep things on track. Oh, you know what? No, the observers are supposed to be... actually, no, we can flip it now that's up here. It's like, this is a ground layer. So technically right here, we would have our observer. Just for ground layer. Don't even need that redstone. Oh no, that redstone is in the wall. Okay, well, this should be concrete then. Yeah, because you can just like run your dust filter like under the sink and shake it out a little bit, give it a minute to dry, and then it's good. No big deal there. Easy to clean. Barely an inconvenience. Pet hair certainly adds up quick though, doesn't it? Doesn't the one with the observer need redstone behind it? No. It goes up and then the redstone goes down through the lamp and then it continues out. So I think we're fine. Pretty sure we're fine anyway. Okay, and then, yeah, I mean, you can tell by the amount of kelp that we have that it clearly did a harvest. And by the amount of piston noises as well. Barely an issue there. And I think once you get down to the bottom, then it's just going to be like activate, you know, that piece of redstone. So that should do it. We're not going to have a way to actually look at that and see if all the pistons have fired. But I mean, you can go up there and see that the kelp is harvested. So yeah, I mean, yeah. All the kelp's harvested. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's good. The more I say yeah, the more confident, the less confident I become. So now we just need to do the other torch tower on the other side. Dark, welcome on in. Put a block behind the observer. I put a block above the observer, and then that powers the redstone. I don't know exactly what issue you guys think is the problem, though. I don't understand your concern. Because words are hard. Reading comprehension is not high. supposed to be all freshly harvested? Yeah, because we just harvested it. Every time we placed in a redstone, we updated the entire stack. This is too low. Okay, so this is where our little redstone area is going to be going, where we're going to have a couple little item streams and stuff like that. Just go ahead and get a little bit of this mined out. And then our actual torch tower is going to be going on this block right here, which we did not mine out. Oh, half of it was gravel anyway. Well, I tried to mine it out. Turns out you can't really insta-mine if you're falling, which I knew. So now we need to figure out which one of these are water. That one's water. Convenient. Easy to figure out. Observer talking about the left torch tower? Oh. Yeah, no, there's a block behind the observer, so it powers it. Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Barely an inconvenience. We're missing some redstone down here, though. Oh, it probably got flooded out from this right here. Almost 400 viewers on YouTube right now. What's happening? Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. We stream every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For all of your redstone shenanigans and needs. So that one's water, right? So this one is not. That does have water behind it, though. We're holding back water with this. Like right there. And right there. Good to know. Okay. So each one of these should be off when the torch tower is installed. What is up with the gravel, man? Can we remove gravel from the game? We don't need it. Nobody wants it. It's a bad block. Why is there so much of it? Oh, it's gonna have more. Such pain? Okay, you know what? I don't want to deal with it, so we're gonna put this, nope, never mind, I have to deal with it. Come on. Guess I'll just deal with it. And then this is also gotta be like that. But yeah, that 100% has a block behind it, guys. On the left tower, we are so good. Don't you worry about a thing. My entire base is mounted in concrete. And I didn't craft any of it. I bought it all, like the consumer that I am. I participate in not only communism, but also capitalism. Because both systems are convenient on a Minecraft server. Do we have any actual deep slate? No, we're still running out of deep slate all the time. All the time running out of deep slate. Also, I think we've used 2 stacks of rockets this stream. Purely going back to the storage system. But yeah, we bought like, it was 8 shulker boxes of concrete from Slack. We built a flying machine to convert it all. It was pretty fun. Hold up. Ender chest. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, back to it we go. Right, so that one's set up now. And then that one's actually easy. Wow, look at that. Run this up again. That one's easy. Sometimes these alternate, though. Like that one we can just use a redstone torch on. And then we get to this guy. Oh, interesting. So we have to work around this now. I guess we could just put an observer in there. That would technically be fine. Yeah, because observers aren't solid blocks, so they won't get power to power that. Okay. That is also an issue, though. No, we needed to actually flip the top redstone anyway. Yeah, so how this is, we're going to put it like that. And then this one is powered. And we're going to put it like that. And now this top one is powered. And we're going to put it like that. Okay. Problem solved. And it's actually symmetrical as well. Okay, we should actually be good to go for a full-on harvest of the farm here. Certainly took a while, but we got there. Let's see. I guess we can just use a button on that one. Yes. So much kelp. We have a little bit of loss up there. No! Impossible. Inconceivable. Yeah, sorry about the buzzing. I don't know what's up with that. It's pretty much only happening today. And now I'm lost down here. I don't know where to go. I guess we'll leave this as like the hole down there. And then the rest of this can just get filled in. Yeah, so now we're just going to set up like the hopper clock for that, which is barely an inconvenience. And we also need to set up the water stream to get items out of there. We need to get a bubble column going up and out. And other than that, it really is basically done now. So that's cool. You know what? We could add in a little bit more glass here or there to make it look a little bit neater on the edges. You know what? Let's grab that and that. Ah, we got a concrete in there. It's gone. Ah, it's gone forever. What is up with these items? They just don't come back to the inventory, do they? Yeah, so that should be fine. And then, like, we can fill in these extra little corners, too. We'll come back to all the farms at some point and actually properly decorate them. Because right now, obviously, we're just kind of chilling. And leaving that for later. Because actually decorating things, man, that takes so much time. Deciding on how to decorate things, that's a big time sink. But once we actually decide on, like, a consistent way to do it, then we can just, like, bust out all the farms in one go. It's like we might put a concrete bar right there, but obviously these lanterns need to have glass behind them. Get some nice rainbow lighting coming out here. Why will this farm be successful? Why? Because it's built correctly. But also it's going to be producing kelp that we're going to turn into kelp blocks, and then we're going to use those for fuel and stuff. So that'll be nice. That's slightly inconvenient right there. Actually, do we even need that torch right there? That torch doesn't even need to be there. Get out of here. Torch is not necessary. Banned. Nothing like that on this side. Okay, I think we're actually done. We could also rip out, like, these blocks right here. If we really wanted to. You'd have, like, one visible observer. See, there's a block behind it. I told you guys there's a block behind it. And then we'll just, like, fill all that in. I don't really mind having some visible redstone, to be honest. I think it's kind of neat. It's kind of fun. So all the information that's really necessary for, like, fixing a farm, if there's, like, any changes to it, they're all going to be in the pinned comment. When it comes to, like, troubleshooting, I try to cover a lot of that stuff in the video. But otherwise, like, you know, there's so many aspects to the game, and a lot of near infinite things that can go wrong, right? So checking the comments from other people is really going to be your best way to go on that. It's like, I try to think of all the possible things that can go wrong, but, like, you know, there's only so many things you can cover. Like, on one of the raid farms, there was, like, this 2x2 hole down the middle for the raiders to fall down that you would AFK at the bottom of, and, like, people were dying to lightning on that. Just, like, the rare chance that lightning strikes down that 2x2 hole is, like, incomprehensibly small, but, like, I would never think about it, but it happened to someone, you know? Crazy. It's like, you can only think so far ahead, right? You can only come up with so many things. But I try. Okay, so that farm's actually looking pretty good. Can we get the ray tracing on? Is this gonna look better? Hey, nice. It looks pretty lime-ish, actually, you know? It looks pretty lime-ish. I guess the colors are pretty similar. It's not like they're both green or something. And then, yeah, you know, it's actually pretty lime. Skin's completely dark again. It would be nice if we could fill in these with some glass, but maybe that'll give it a spark of color that it desperately needs. This isn't actually a bad way to spot missing glass either. I think we might have the reflective bug happening, or is this glass actually just that reflective? Also, yeah, we'll need to fill in probably a concrete line right here so we don't see that. Otherwise, I think this build is basically done now, so that's cool. That took 3.5 hours. Build in a desert. Yeah. Well, then, no, because then you get other problems, right? Because then if you build in a snowy biome, or if you build too high up in some biomes, stuff freezes and snow happens. And then you got to put down string to stop the snow, or you got to put something in your water sources to stop it from freezing. It's like, yeah, it's never ending. It's never ending. There's always something, man. It's always something. Like, I try to think about everything as much as I can, but, you know, I mostly have to focus on actually designing the build, and then, you know, making the video on it and stuff, so sometimes things can get missed. Okay, well, that's a lot of extra junk shulkers. Actually, we got this junk shulker and this one. Let's go throw all the kelp into the concrete factory. Actually, this looks pretty good. The red, anyway. It's technically, isn't this orange? Doesn't look very orange. Looks very red. Looks very reddish. Yeah, river biomes too. Yeah, that's another thing that can catch some people. Even if I do say, like, hey, avoid these biomes, like river biomes, frozen river biomes. Some biomes, some rivers look like oceans, and it's just impossible to tell. So that's happened to a couple people as well with the creeper farm and stuff. There's not much you can do on that front. It's always good to double check those things on chunk base, though. Hey, let's go. Is this gonna do the nice? Yeah, a nice gradient of lighting. Love this part right here. This might be my favorite part of the base right here, just because of all this different gradients. Yeah, I know. There's 400 people on YouTube. That's crazy. I think this is like the biggest natural stream we've had in a while. Because, like, in total, we got like about 500 people. Because there's like 80 on Twitch. Kind of low on Twitch tonight, but you know, makes up for it. I mention it and like 12 people leave. what can you do? Jeez. No, come back. I'm sorry, I won't talk about you. They got self-conscious. No. But yeah, pretty cool to see. Because we haven't had like a raid or anything from anyone. Not that I'm aware of. Just been kind of natural growth over the night. Not that we're doing anything terribly interesting. We're just kind of chatting and chilling and building. That's how we do, though. Got a bunch of sticks. I don't know where those came from. The stick farm. Okay, well, I'll just have to stand here for a while so all these items actually go and get sorted. But otherwise, we are actually going to wrap up the stream for tonight. So make sure you come back on the weekend. We stream every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. On the weekend, we're going to be doing some big projects on the base. It's going to be pretty fun, I think. And also, I have a mega Star Wars rant in store for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy that. Again, my name is Silent Whisper on all platforms. You can follow me here on YouTube and Twitch, and also on the Discord server and Patreon and Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook at That Silent Whisper. All the places. We're going to end by rating someone as we usually do. So let's find a place to go. We got ourselves Joe Hills streaming on the Hermitcraft server. You guys know the deal. Drop a follow on his channel, tell him where you came from, and go hang out with him. Streaming some Hermitcraft. I'll drop this link into all the chats for you guys to check out, for you to go hang out with him over there. And I'll see you guys over there and in my next stream. Have yourselves a great night, everyone. Love your faces.